Well, hello, I'm Dave, and Nick is having a seizure, and that's Mike.
Colorado wins.
There you go.
Bang.
Avalanche, right?
Avalanche. Avalanche win.
Colorado hasn't started yet. Anyways, but this is another live stream. You know the deal if you've been here. Thanks for coming back. If you're new here, we go over the games. We go late night. We talk about everything. Picks for tomorrow. We've been known to hit a couple plus money bets on this show, so we'll try to get that, and we'll get going. Let's start with Nick. What action do you have right now? What's going on?
I'm on ASU -2.5 against Nevada. I'm on the Wolverines of Utah Valley +5.5 later against New Mexico. I'm on the Anteaters of UC Irvine +7.5. So that's the rest of my college basketball. I'm currently sitting with the Grizzlies +4. They side basketball is not for them tonight. It's cool. It's totally cool there. I had the Cavaliers +2.5. That's a little bit of a sweat right now. It's 7 minutes to go. They're down 2. And I got under 230.5 with the Mavericks game, which I believe is right on par for right now. Just hit the Avalanche money line and the Leafs team total under 3.5. I have the Wild money line and the Islanders -1 going later.
Sounds like a lot of action. Mike, what about you? What do you have right now? What are you kicking around? What's going on?
I'm kicking around the Ducks at +175. Islanders are
you don't need that negative energy.
I know I'm on the stream with an Islanders guy, but you know what? I had to sit there 3 times while they were playing teams I was on the other side of. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I like UC Irvine as well. I'm definitely an Anteater fan tonight with those points. Thinking the under is a good look on that as well. At 146, it seems a little high. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this New Mexico-Utah Valley game, but we'll get there in short order. We only have a few minutes. And then last but not least, I'm on the Clippers. Let's go Clip show tonight. First half and full game. LA Clippers for me.
So I've got the over in that New Mexico-Utah Valley game. I got it at 161.5. It's gone up. I still don't hate it at 165. These are teams can score and they don't play defense. I don't mind the Anteaters winning, but I do have Oregon in the first half. I just looked at what each team did in the first half and what each team did in the second half, and it was way towards Oregon's side. But Oregon does fall apart in the second half, so I don't hate that at all. I'm ready to get on the Ducks. Islanders are fine. I know, whatever. But shit, I'm an Angels fan. Right across the street, it was the Pond, or it used to be called the Pond. Now it's the Honda Center, whatever the hell they call it. They're a horrible team. Anytime I can bet the Ducks, I love it. Let's throw some money on there. Desmond Bain didn't get his assist prop because Memphis decided not to play and then get blown out and bench all their effing people. But I'm ready to get some bets in because I don't have that many bets in right now. So let's do this. Let's hit the chat, though. Ronnie Lofton. First half over 62.5 is incoming. There you go, buddy. Jags 87. What up, my dude? Stop Geo. Thanks for commenting. Stop Geo puts his plays in my videos. I like that. I like to see what people have. Leafs and Sabres suck. All right, that's fine. I know he's here just to shake things up. I know you told that Embiid over rebounds prop, Dave. He had 9 at half. It was nice. I'm glad Leafs lost. I hope you didn't tell my bet because it's not looking so good. It's dead, actually. Markel's here, and then Isaac says, hey, diddly D, I'm an idiot. All right. Yeah, so let's do this. Hit the like button. We're ready to go. I have, obviously, I've got my whiskey and baby carrots on the way. We will.
Such a strange combo.
I know. I did it for the show. I've been really big into carrots lately. I don't know why. They just taste good to me.
That's what she said.
Yeah. My mom's here. What's up, Mom? Top Geo. I need assistant Curry to cash my parlay. Yeah. Oh, you took a Butler prop? Take that at your own risk. I know I took one the other day. That's hit or miss. Hit or miss. What do we got here? Cash it. There you go, buddy. All right. Nice. You guys are going too fast. We'll come back. So let's see what we've got for some action right now. Let's pop open the book, which I don't even have open. What do you know? And of course, we'll talk about March Madness. I mean, we'll talk about the tournament. I mean, I only telling these guys I only filled out one bracket.
I need to do that tonight where I fill out. I try to fill out 25.
I can't.
Just for fun.
I can't. What we do, it's not this is money, not a money line sport, right?
No,
So it messes with my head. I look back and I see you, and I change my mind during the tournament. Obviously,
Yeah.
So I kind of want to forget about it, but like Mike's, I mean, the groups that we're going to be in, there's a lot of money to be had if you have a good bracket,
Right.
You know the odds of you filling out a perfect bracket?
A billion to one.
1 in 9.2 quintillion.
Yeah, quintillion.
Now, obviously, you can lower those odds down because like 99.9% of one seeds win the first round, stuff like that. But still,
Yeah, and what does ESPN give you if you get a perfect bracket? $1 million?
yeah.
Okay.
I think I saw Bovada was offering a prop for a perfect bracket to be submitted on any of the sites at plus 5,000. That's probably one of the worst bets you can ever make.
No, what? So
Anybody to fill out a perfect bracket
in
Come on,
the
man.
world, yeah. Well, divide. That's easy math. Divide whatever quintillion by
With how many
300
brackets are filled
million.
out.
Oh yeah, or how many brackets are filled out? And I know it's not 5,000 isn't the quotient. That's for sure. not the
No.
answer. Who offered that?
Bovada. I wish there was an option for me to bet no perfect brackets at like minus 20,000, and I would lay the G.
Yeah, sell your house. Put your whole life savings on it. Wouldn't that be?
Well, that would be a lock. That'd be practically a lock.
I mean, yeah.
I
If
don't
I had
use
to
that
use that word, whatever quintillion is a number that I could definitely
come
say.
on, yeah.
Feel comfortable with the word
I feel
lock.
comfortable saying that it is pretty safe that it'll.
Anyone on that Alcorn State North Texas game? No, thank you.
No, I'm not.
Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
baseball?
I took
That's
Alcorn State at plus 18, I think was the number I got it at.
Did you?
Yeah. I had him in the spot. I got him 10-3 against the spread in the over spot, so I jumped on that. That number was like 124, wasn't it? It was a low, super low number.
Yeah, it was
Razor
really
sharp
low.
picks.
Razor. You only did the free sites, Lonnie? Yeah, I did a pay for and 2 free ones, and I'm going to jump in another one here that's a small pay for. I didn't do PSRs. I had really bad luck this last time. In fact, it was bad luck, and I went out the survivor pool. I went out the first week, and the Circa challenge one, which I was already doing Circa. I forgot to put in my picks the 3rd or 4th weeks, and once you miss 1 week, you're dead. So it's like, I throw $50 down the hole. Yeah.
Capitals win.
Yep.
There you go.
I was staring at them all day, and it didn't pull
See
the
you, Mom.
fucking trigger. Oh.
Not surprised. I sent you that stat earlier. 13 times these refs
I know. I was staring at it. I mean, everybody and their mother was on the Sabres today. So, I mean, I saw no post on Twitter on anybody on the Capitals today.
I don't think I saw anybody on the Caps.
Like, I if I would have posted something, I would have been the only person I saw on the Capitals today.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Crazy shit.
Unbelievable. Especially when you see something like that where, like I said, with the refs there, just clearly have a bias against one team. How do you, come on. Come on. 13
By the
times,
way,
14 times now.
we can't go. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about one of the show's greatest streaks, one of the greatest trends of all time. When the Sharks play on the same night that the Vegas Golden Knights do, it's like whatever it is. Mike knows what it is. It's some crazy stat. Well,
bullshit is what it is.
Dave ended up smashing accidentally once, but 3 times live at plus 100. And what happened? They went to overtime, and the mighty Columbus Blue Jackets beat the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, I was
What a
leaning Blue
trend.
Jackets in that game. I had the over, which was easy yesterday.
Victory.
Yeah.
That over was nice. That was the second period casher, right?
Yeah.
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 It was one of the only plays I won yesterday because I didn't win a game until the 10 o'clock games.
We got the Blackhawks, too. Blackhawks outright.
Yep.
Blackhawks plus 1.5. That was nice.
I
little
almost
spot.
pulled the trigger on the Blackhawks and the Canadians yesterday, and I didn't bet either.
Imagine if you start like this is where you get in trouble, but throwing a little teeny tiny sprinkle on like a 3-leg big dog hockey money line for a big payout. I mean,
that doesn't hit often though. Like that. I mean that's very rare that 3 dogs like that. Arizona also hit last night a decent dog.
Yeah. There's another dog too, right? I think it was like the night of the dogs for the NHL.
Yeah.
That's something to see every day. That's for
Really
sure.
not.
Bulls live 2.5. If you need a bet.
Yeah.
Nevada getting destroyed. Yeah, I knew a lot of people on Nevada.
I'm on ASU.
Well, there you go. I think ASU shouldn't be there, but that's just my opinion. They benefited essentially from one game and one shot. And that's why they're in the tournament. Or playing, whatever you want to call this. They're in the dance, I guess, technically.
And they probably can win the next game too, because generally at least one of the 11 seeds that play in the first 4 win their next game.
Bulls +1. Gambler's first glance. Yeah, mine's locked up. I'll sprinkle that right now with you. I'm waiting for it to get unlocked, but we'll do that.
I know Tim's on that as well.
I don't mind it.
I lean that way.
The Kings on the road,
My only hesitation was the cash and money movement that you were citing off was different with the site that I have.
See,
So
that's why I don't follow that shit, because you never know what's what.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of theory, if you're paying for it, it's worth something.
I've heard that. Yeah, that's the. I don't disrespect people that do it. I just don't. It's not my deal.
So the line opened at -1. It closed at +2, or +1.5, I guess, depending on your book. 29% of the bets, but 62% of the money were pounding on the Bulls. So all the money was coming in on the Bulls, and the number moved, 3 points the other direction. So that was kind of a strange one from my vantage point. I did take I did sprinkle it anyways. Can't not play the gambler's first glance. Are you kidding me? You don't like money? You don't like money? You're in the wrong place.
No, it went into -2.5. I was getting it at 1. Should I just hit it now, or I don't like that. I could have got a better number.
7.5 minutes left. At some point, they're going to shut it down, right?
You're right. They are. They're already fucking with me. They've been doing that recently. I need to start live betting with a different book. Inside 5 minutes, though, this is what's funny is, and maybe it's just me. Inside 5 minutes, they'll be changing the odds back and forth, but they'll lock me out of betting it for any bet, for some sports, for basketball specifically.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we try to get on that. What else do we got? I looked at some things. I didn't like it. Let's find a way to get on this U.S. Columbia World Baseball Classic.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me bet that over.
I could do
Over.
that.
They should absolutely smash tonight. I really don't see a play other than just the over, because I sure as hell ain't leaving 7.5 runs. That's just not something I'm doing. I'll take over 12 at -120.
Cool. Anyone else in the chat got any other plays, either ones that are live or they like?
Never mind. The line is just locked up on me because it's 10 o'clock. That's when the game starts.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to live bet it. Maybe
Put your
I'll-
plays in the chat. Hit the like button.
St. Louis is on the board early, 1-0.
Fuck.
We're already at 15 likes. That's great. So when Dave's Brownwater gets here, he owes you. Why is this still locked up? It must be a timeout. That's what it is. Jose will be. Yeah, there you go. We'll have to bring my little.
When Jose jumped into that that chat the other day, it was great.
It's crazy. All sorts of talk about fellatio and treason. Fellatio and treason. There we go. That's a nice way of saying it. Did you see it? Did you see it, Nick?
No.
He's talking about sucking. How much time have we had in the stream already? We're okay. He's talking about sucking off guys and how he hates America. I mean, he was drunk or something, but
He was lit.
yeah.
Hey, it's all good.
Oh, baby carrots are here. I'll be back.
Baby carrot. It's impressive. It's
Yeah.
impressive that he gets baby carrots delivered.
We're not fancy like that. We don't get baby carrots delivered.
Mm-mm. Pick my own carrots. I was going to. Sheridan Light, Razor Sharp Picks. That's our guy. Hope I get that score. Well, I guess I can't get the score correct now if Nevada's getting blown out. Is anybody going to get the score right for the giveaway? That's what I'm curious about.
51-24, Arizona State. Woo!
Smoking them.
Beautiful. Might be actually able to win my first March Madness bet. So far, I'm 0-2-1. We pushed with SEMO plus the 4. We lost with Mississippi State. We lost with Texas Southern. So it's nice to actually like see one do something here.
It's actually cash one. That feels good, doesn't it?
That'd be nice. It hasn't happened yet, but it's on its way. Hopefully they just don't melt down in the second half. By the way, for tomorrow, I did grab something that you've been saying in the group chat for a little bit there. Plus 700 Raiders money line. The only reason why I remember that is I'm actually putting up that free pick video right now on Earl Sports Bets. Colgate and Texas. Spoiler for anybody who's looking to watch that video later. It is the play is Colgate plus 13.5 and sprinkle the money line as well.
Sprinkle that money line. It's Colgate season, baby.
Yeah. Very funny Razor Sharp picks. Anyone take ECU to win their bracket? I will in the women's bracket because they actually made it. So they're 13th seed. They're going to get their ass kicked by Texas in the first round. But very funny. No, ECU is not a basketball school. They suck at basketball. They didn't even make a CBI or anything like that. They finished with an under 500 record. So they've been bad for years.
So I was looking at the Santa Clara game. Santa Clara is down 4 at halftime. I had Sam Houston first half plus 2.5, and I see Santa Clara second half is minus 5. Trying to decide if that's a spot right there. Might be. I could see Santa Clara. I haven't watched much of the game, but I can see Santa Clara.
We stayed off of that game. The NIT has been good to us so far because we had Hofstra. They won outright. We had them plus the points. Liberty, much to Dave's chagrin, Liberty minus 3.5 came through. They won by a decent chunk. I think it was 8 or 9. Fuck you, Toledo. Vanderbilt came through. Bradley was a loser. Eastern Washington plus 10.5 won outright. So far today, Moorhead plus 15.5. They full on cocked it. Youngstown State plus 5.5. They hung on and covered, and UCF won outright by a decent margin. So NIT has been fun. You just got to figure out which teams give a fuck.
Sixers Cleveland 113-107. I got with 2 minutes to go, give or take. Not where I want to be in that one.
No, I have Cleveland plus the points. Not where I want to be either.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm probably on my way to a reverse sweep in the NBA. Makes me reminds me why I fucking hate the NBA, but it is what it is.
What are we gonna do? Seems like I go like that in sports, where it's very streaky. You know, you win the NBA one night, and then the next 2 nights you give it back, but you win in the NHL or college basketball or something, right? So
you can win in one or the other. There's no
both.
There's no both. No. If you sweep on one, you're gonna reverse sweep the other.
So play I did take pregame that's in play again is the Mavericks. I got a -4 pregame, and I had the Mavericks in a nice 11-0-1 against the spread spot, despite injuries and all this other horseshit. It's -4.5 live right now, so you can still get in there and catch that 4.5. I'm just trying to pull the score up. Take a look at what's going on there, but it looks like they're tied, dead even tie. It's right back to the square one. So
yeah, I'm on the under in that game. I don't know how that is looking.
3.5. I'm going to jump in again.
It could be better, but bleh. Yeah, it's about 3 points over right now, 4 points over right now. I got 30.5 with that. So we'll see. I was dumb enough to take an under in a Spurs game.
All right, Alex in here. Send me the link if you want. Bulls up to +1.5 with 4 minutes. Can I get a bet in this late? Doubt it. That went back down. No, it didn't.
Yeah, Cleveland's a loser. That's not good.
Oh, let me get it in. Okay, I'm in with the Bulls action. All right, so
What number did you get?
1.5.
All right.
Not bad. They're down 1 right now. All right, Alec, I'll send you the link if you're interested. Anyone take ECU to win their bracket?
Yeah, he's being a smartass. You can take him first round versus Texas in the women's. They're +20.5.
Yeah. Grit and grind. What up? Equanimous. What up? Bulls feels like an even better team after Pat Bev. 236 over in the Warriors game. Sure.
I don't know. I was thinking about the under in that spot. The Warriors are not very strong on the road. We all know that. They're playing subpar at best. The West in general, I think there's only one team with an above 500 road record.
The Warriors are, I think, one of the worst road teams in the NBA.
Yeah. So
yeah.
couple that, I've got 65% of the bets and 79% of the money on the over, and the over started at 234.5 and it's at 234.5. So that's got the recipe for an under written on it there. 235 I see out here. I'll bet that too.
Are they not giving me odds for the United States game? What's going on?
Did the Ducks game? Man, I'm way behind. I'm just totally.
The Ducks game has not started, or it's starting in a minute here.
Okay. Did you put money on the Ducks, Mike?
Yeah, just a little. Nothing to give them a
Ducks
shot.
just dropped in Anaheim. Let's go Islanders.
All right, so I have to get the live line now. No, yeah, it is live. I get distracted. I hate producing shows. I really do. Ducks are still +175.
Yeah, because it's been 15 seconds.
It just started.
Yeah. I hate producing. I like being on shows, like hanging out with you guys, and it's fun to push the buttons and, all that. But really, when it comes down to it, I don't want to think. Oh, we got shit. Jojo Rabbit. 20 minutes before, yeah, I would agree. Manuel Miguel, what's up? Alcorn State Life +16.5. Not
I
bad.
like that spot.
Kevin Lee, Quinimius, all you guys, thanks so much. Hit the like button. And we will be giving out picks, giving out plays for tomorrow. We'll be doing a little ASMR. Everyone, quiet down.
Or we cannot.
Shh.
Ooh, okay.
That was a good one.
Never mind.
Yeah. And then I'll talk like this. When I eat the carrots, I'll eat them. I'll turn my screen off, and you can just hear me eating.
I prefer not to.
Go for the good guys.
The Ducks are ready? Oh, I don't see it come up yet, but that'd be awesome.
Good win. All right, the Islanders are going to get fucking blown down again.
Flip that ticket up.
Stupid ass bullshit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, now it's a time to live bet the Islanders.
Let's have a stream where we're just at complete odds with each other.
You got the Islanders. There's no way they're -215 still. That's not a thing.
No, it hasn't updated yet for sure. That's great.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that over. I was talking about the over in that Ducks game. You can't not score all season. I don't know.
Oh, the Ducks can.
They'll find a way.
17 divided by 6. Yeah, this that over in that Utah Valley game. Why isn't it coming up? I'm not getting a live line there. I'm about to open up a different. Oh no, here we go. That's baseball. Was it 161? It's at 159. I'm not going to bet it again because it's right around the number, but these teams score a ton. I bet you they're probably not shooting that well right now. And the World Baseball Classic is up and off.
Let's see, can I get a live line with the World Baseball Classic now?
You can get minus 120 for the 12.5.
Yeah, I'm going to grab that. Wish I could have grabbed the first 5 over as well, but I'm going to grab the over 12.5, United States and Colombia.
I kind of don't want to mess around with it. I've lost every bet I've put on that.
I'm just throwing a small bet at it.
Yeah.
Just throwing
Anyway.
20 bucks at it just for
Back out.
All right, so we are already, which is crazy, which kind of scares me because we're going to see some terrorists probably. But we're already up to 25 likes, which makes no sense because we've only been 26 minutes in. So either someone's really helping us out or I'm about to see that go down to 12. Like it.
I was going to say, I haven't even hit it with the burners yet.
Neither have I. So anyway, so I'm drinking. I don't know if Mike's drinking. Cheers. I'm going to do 2.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. I mean, it's up to you guys, but I know Nick and I watch baseball. I'm going to continue this for as long as it goes. You can believe how much money, but these are added bets. These are bets that I don't see that we talk about. Like hopefully the chat feels the same way. Everyone that isn't watching this is missing out. I really feel so. Cheers.
Well, I'm looking at this Nevada second half line at minus 4.5, and I'm thinking of that game that we were talking about last week where they were just, I forgot what game it was. Was it Creighton? Where they just couldn't do anything. And I said, when everyone was jumping on them in the second half, I think it was like a similar number at 4.5. I was like, you mean to tell me the team that hasn't done shit all game is going to come back and miraculously find what they didn't have? Kind of feel like it's the same thing right now with Nevada, but that 4, I mean, they're down
Kelly.
27 points. Jeez.
Cameron, Kelly, what's up? Kelly, you're always welcome. Come on. Oh, I need to send a link to Alec. Yo, Joe. What you know, ho? You're not a ho, but it just rhymed. So trying to talk like the young kids,
ho.
you know.
Hello, fellow youth.
Hello, fellow Ute. The Utes. The youths. Let's get this link over to Alec. Hey, anyone in the chat want to come on? Anyone, just say yes. I'll give you the link. You can come on in. Don't feel like you have to, but come on. You better have clothes on. It's the only rule. Don't show your wiener. Don't do anything illegal. You know.
Gotta have rules, you know. It's
Yeah,
important.
there's a couple rules around here. All right, what's going on with this Bulls game?
So let me ask you guys this question. Do you think Colgate wins outright by 1-5 or 6-10?
Why not?
I have no problem with them winning. I don't understand you thinking they're going to do anything past like the first round if they happen to.
It's a Final Four team, dude. It's Colgate. Colgate ended Jim Bohan's career for Syracuse, so it's it's an important thing to know. They're no joke. They're the pride of New York State right now, and everyone's rooting for them. So
Well, you know what? I'm not betting that game, so I wish you luck. I really do. But I don't think it. I'm not betting it. There's a reason why. So
at 13.5, unfortunately, I have to take the points now that I've talked about them so much against Texas.
Yes.
But
I did sprinkle plus 700 with them.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm gonna have to get on that money.
I did that thing.
well, Kelly, it's on. Trust me, it's on ESB. It's on ESB. It's on my
Oh, it is.
Twitter. Yeah, it's on there.
I just was able to go in and like it with all my burners.
Chris Craig, what's up from
I mean,
Canada?
Totally legitimate likes.
Yeah, well, we'll watch them disappear because you know that we don't. Well, if we find out who you are, you MFers. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We do not do it. The Bulls are just shit in the bed.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice little money down the drain. That just means we need to keep betting something else. We need this duck. This
Means you
ducks.
need to grab a little live line with the New York Islanders here.
Minnesota
oh,
Wild,
yeah.
tie it up.
There we go.
Let me bet against
That's what I
myself.
thought scored earlier when you said good guy, because I know that's the pimp slap play.
Yeah. Minnesota is definitely a pimp slash spot tonight.
I was excited because I thought Wild tied it earlier. Except for you're talking about the Fox.
Bulls haven't lost yet. They're down 5 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Tons of time.
There's tons of time, but they're going to foul around and find out right here. That's what's going to happen. I need to make a mistake like last night and bet something 3 times and have it hit in overtime. But what other play would it be but the best trend that's ever been given on the show?
Blackhawks.
The best trend.
The trend. What is the number on the trend?
17.
I think it's like 18 now. I think they're 1 in 18.
Makes no fucking sense.
1 in
At all.
18 when Vegas and San Jose play the same night. You know who plays tomorrow?
Yeah.
There it is. Tell you guys right now.
Sharks and the Knights?
Yes, sir.
San Jose also just fucking sucks this year. That's the thing.
Yeah. I think that's where the correlation of the trend comes into play. They're playing the Kraken. The Kraken are minus 165. Early look at that number. So,
Yeah, Kelly, I'm sorry about my play today. It looked fine, but being down 20 points, the starters didn't play the fourth quarter. I didn't think that would happen in this game and not get an assist prop. That's usually a point prop thing, but apparently it didn't work. So I'm sorry. It was plus money though. It was plus money. The Bulls have not lost yet. It's 110 to 106 with 48 seconds left.
tons of time.
Tons of time. Now the Kings are up. Kings are shot. They're down 6.
The Mavericks are down 5. Fourth quarter coming up. Let's go. Let's turn this corner.
Need that game to slow down just a little bit. I have the under.
I had the Heat in the over today, and at the end of the first quarter, the totals dropped like 25 points. I'm like, oh, man, that over is going to be trouble. Smoked it over. It went over by like 30 points. Crazy. 25 points. Crazy.
Rockets beating up on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Celtics T-Wolves coming to an end here. We got how much time left? Mavs Spurs. We've got a whole fourth quarter. What are you on, the Mavs?
Yeah. I got a minus 2.5, 3.5, 4.
I might ride that with you here in a second. Did I put this one in there or not? Which one's? Well, that one's a newer filter, but that flavor sucks. But I don't care. Can't. When it tastes like burning, can't do it.
That doesn't sound good.
But Joe, these guys are having a conversation. You guys have your conversation in the chat. I like it. At least it's not Cheshire Cat and Nasty Nate talking about how they want to do each other's moms and stuff. They got in this one. Nasty Nate and Cheshire Cat got in this one like it was almost like it was a verbal fight, but it was almost physical. It was in the PSR chat. It was hilarious.
Oh boy.
And well, I don't know Nasty Nate. I've only talked to him and seen him once on screen, but Cheshire Cat is
He's chill.
Yeah, he's real chill. He's a cool guy, but he's like me. He's excitable. Utah State game tomorrow. I like Utah State. Anyone else? Mike, are you on the other side?
For Utah State?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I haven't looked too much. Yeah, I think I am.
You on Missouri?
I got a 3-15 spot straight up, 5-13 against the spread for Utah State. So it definitely looked like a Missouri spot. Plus, Missouri's playing hard.
I wanted to take Missouri. I feel like it's just time for them to kind of just fall off the face of the planet. I also I don't know. I think Utah State's defense is a little better. I didn't bet the game yet, though.
I feel like the Alabama has played so strong and so well that it's overshadowed the rest of the SEC. And you've got teams like Arkansas, Kentucky. There's a lot of teams in there that are playing really well. But Alabama's just playing so much better than everybody else, and they're the number one, and everyone's saying they're going to go all the way. And I think it's overshadowed teams like Missouri, who, put up a fight against who was it, Tennessee, then Bama. Yeah. So I think there's definitely got to be some mental realignment the way people look at these SEC, teams that are in the bracket. And I don't think the Big Ten is going to show up and show out at all. The only one I have doing anything is Penn State. I said that like a week ago or 2 weeks ago in our show there. But we got a Penn State team that's, real scrappy. And Illinois, Purdue, Indiana. I like Indiana. They've been a good team for us. But I don't know. I just don't see it. Maryland's playing West Virginia. I don't know. I don't see Maryland.
Bold take by Jojo Rabbit in the chat there for tomorrow.
Penn State's one of my favorite plays of the first round too. I like it a lot.
I mean, Missouri's getting 1.5 points, and it's juiced to the Utah State side tomorrow. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's crazy.
Could be. No, I mean, I don't. No. I think I have people on both sides. I mean, I know people on both sides. I think the Colgate play is a lot crazier than that. That's for sure. Not with the points though. I mean, I could see that being a decent spot, but
I mean, Texas is doing their thing. Texas is doing Texas, but
yeah,
I just don't see it. I don't know. Long term, Texas, they should be Colgate. Why wouldn't they be Colgate, right? They're 13.5 points better. They're the number 2 seed overall. They should. But I like that they've got a lot of SEC Big Ten matchups, though. Like I'm looking at Illinois, Arkansas. I'm not against the Pigs in that one. -1.5 on the Pigs, sure. Auburn against Iowa. Auburn's 1.5, laying 1.5 against Iowa, sure.
It's one of my other favorite ones is Auburn.
Yep.
Love it. I took the Mavs +4 a couple minutes ago, just for keeping track. The Bulls are back within 4, 24 seconds. Yeah, plenty of time.
I like UCLA. I'm not against the UCLA spot.
Covering, obviously.
Yeah,
or
covering.
Just money line. That's whatever it is. Nick's getting ready to get in a sourpuss mood here. I can tell he's losing everything.
Well, I'm also seeing pictures of the Puerto Rico Dominican Republic game where everyone's around Edwin Diaz, who looks like he hurt his knee or his leg.
Oh no!
Where it's pretty serious. He had to be helped off the field. And
what did I tell you about this and these players getting hurt, the big name players getting hurt? I'm sad for your team, but I'm more sad I won't be able to hear that song every day.
I like 2 of the 11 versus 6 matchups. Not to change gears from your hurt player, but Pittsburgh versus Iowa State. Pittsburgh getting 4.5 points. It's juiced to Pittsburgh. I'd take them straight up. Iowa State stinks on the road. They stink on the road. They stink in general. They kind of caught fire at the right time to get like the top teams. The Purdue's were in sell modes. They weren't playing very well, and Iowa State kind of captured that window with a couple of key victories over. I think was there one against Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I'm shooting off the hip here, but I think Iowa State's bullshit. And the other one I like too is NC State. I watched that Creighton team. I think Creighton's bullshit. Give me 5.5 points with NC State. I could see both those teams winning outright. 5.5 and 4.5. Okay. I'll eat the 1.5s and I'll take the 5.5s and 4.5s. I think that's going to be the key to this tournament, at least this first round.
I'm with you too. This is where I'm thinking about my bracket and all this. I don't hate any of those plays, but I didn't. Okay, I filled a bracket, but I didn't bet everything that I filled out. I'm not going to, because it's a spread. It's a spread situation. But I'll tell you what. I love that Penn State look. I love that Auburn look.
I like Providence over Kentucky. Providence getting 4.5 points over Kentucky. I
have a lot of people on that side too that I respect. Yeah,
Ed Cooley's one of the best coaches in college basketball, if not the best coach at this point in the game. So, there's some up and comers obviously that are playing in good blue blood schools or coaching in good blue blood schools. But I like these 11-6 matchups. I think they're going to be fun to watch. And I'll certainly be. You guys certainly know my side of where I'll be.
Yeah.
I think Miami puts the paddles to Drake. 1.5 points.
It's not. It is definitely not NC State's first time. I think that they've won one, haven't they? Or they've definitely been to a champion. They've been to the Villanova game when they won in the 80s. I think was against NC State. But anyway, no, they've been there. Look it up. Look up.
I didn't get too much detail on the injuries. I'm just kind of looking at them kind of macro level and thinking about how I think these teams perform and match up. NC State's one of those schools that, Nick's probably sees them more than I do, but every time I watch an NC State program, they're battling. I'm usually fading them, and they're battling whoever it is they're playing, whether it be Clemson or Pitt. A couple games of recent note that I have where I was watching those games and I had a significant investment on the other side, and then there's NC State battling back, screwing me over. So recency bias for sure for me, but
No, they won two of them, 74 and 83. I knew that they had won one.
3-1 Blues. Fucking Marc-Andre Fleury sucks ass.
Man, everything I was reading about him too was he was on the upswing.
Yeah. Apparently not.
Well, pray for Edwin Diaz because that is a huge injury if it's an injury. And you know what? Don't play in the World Baseball Classic if you're a multi-million-dollar star, just like you shouldn't play in the Olympics or the Pro Bowl or any of that shit. Shouldn't do it. Don't put your patriotism aside. Celebrate it. Watch our clips. Watch our show. But go make your money.
He didn't even get hurt playing. It was
What's this? Yeah, what?
114-113.
They were celebrating. Huh?
114-113. The Bulls are down.
After the game.
Nice.
Was it a non-contact celebration injury? What a dick.
I think so. That fucking sucks because the Mets are going to lose Diaz for the year.
That happened to not Walker Buehler, but the guy that went to the Cubs. That was he the MVP on the Dodgers? And now he stinks. He stunk balls. Left. What's his neck? Bellinger. He hurt his arm doing a celebration. Where they go like this in the air and they hit each other's arms, and he threw out his fucking shoulder. What an idiot. Yeah, Joey, we're probably back tomorrow. Just hit me up on Twitter.
Was it Steve Stamkos in the Olympics where he shattered his leg in like 8 pieces and he had just signed a new contract that offseason?
Yeah.
So here's this guy carrying an $80 million contract for Tampa, I think it was. Goes out to the Olympics and literally his leg just got destroyed, shattered everywhere, and they're scraping up pieces off the ice type of thing. And they said players, the owners were certainly pissed, and they made that a point of contention for negotiation of future contracts. Islanders scored, it looks like.
I think it's so stupid for people to play in these tournaments I just think it's stupid. I would never do it. I know it's all fun and games, but I mean when you're legitimately making $20 million a year, if I'd have in their contracts that say they can't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
King just. Oh my God! I think Kings just made a 3 at the buzzer.
You can get injured, pushing your grocery cart around, so it's not.
You can. Well, that was fun for a little bit.
Oh, they really did make it at the buzzer?
Yeah, they tied it up and they made a 3 at the buzzer.
Fox, you dick.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, we got tons of other action. The Mavs are down 2. We have them at 4. We got these Ducks Islanders that just scored. We might pound the Ducks again. Just
I mean, I hope you grab the Islanders live down 1-0. That's probably the best price you'll get for them.
Did you say it was still like minus 200 or something like that, though?
No, I mean, it didn't adjust, but I think it did afterwards. I didn't bet them because I already had the Islanders
score plus
-1.
135.
He bet that after they went up 1-0.
Well,
This only happens to the Mets. I swear. Stuff like that.
Aggressive hockey bettors, and I like it.
Fucking stupid.
it's my favorite sport to bet live right now. I mean, how could it not be? All these plus money opportunities. If you've seen our streams, how could you not like it? How could we not invoke, emotion and I mean, you've seen us. You've seen how we act, right?
I like it, man. I actually know, not even like it. I love it. My dick is hard right now. That's how excited I am about this.
That's how excited we get about it, guys.
Who is that dude?
I don't know. I think it looks like a wrestler or something. I don't know.
He looks like a Dak Prescott almost.
Yeah.
I wonder if Dak Prescott's excited about Zeke getting the cut.
Darn, I was going to hope they were going to pay him $40 million, Zeke.
No, it's the right thing to do. Pollard's better, and he's but he's only 27 though, so he's still got some youth.
Yeah, he
in
sat a
those legs.
season out, didn't he? He's sat a season out. He's been injured for a season. He's 27, but he's a young 27. He's got fresh tires on the.
That's not good to have. Calling it a serious Achilles injury, which is like probably one of the most important parts of your body if you're a pitcher besides your arm. The tendon that holds your foot to your leg.
I don't know. I'm a Jags 87. I'm a Indiana Pacers fan or Indiana Hoosiers fan. So it's hard for me not to. It's funny. I despise and detest the Pacers, as everybody well knows. But I like the Hoosiers. So it's hard for me to say. Kent State. I think the MAC's a joke too. Watch how these conferences roll. It's just like bowl games in college football. Certain conferences just don't stack up for shit, and I think the MAC's one of them. Like, look what Toledo did against Michigan. Michigan should have been checked out. They're laying 7 points. They end up covering by 10. Toledo, the second half of that game, just died out and puked their nuts up. And I think that's what we see. I mean, time will tell, but that's what I think we see with a lot of these MAC teams. Is they're just not. That school's just not competitive. That conference is just not competitive. They pick up. Think about where they're cohabitating, right? They got the Big Ten essentially in the entire footprint of the MAC programs. And if you're a MAC, no disrespect to anybody that goes to the MAC and earns their degree and plays ball and does what they like, but you're just not good enough. If you were, you'd be going to Indiana. You wouldn't be going to Kent State. So, in my opinion, I think we see scoring. I think we do see a lot of scores in that. But to me, it's like it's team 1A versus team 2. If you will, in that situation with the MAC. That's kind of how I feel blanket with the MAC. Blanket statement. Toledo chapped my ass real good the other day. So that being said, I gotta grab this here. Let me I'll be back.
All right. It'll be us two for a little bit. Mikey's gonna chat with the fellow capper about his tickets. So what do we got? Maspers, Islanders, 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, that sucks. Oregon. Got Oregon. That should be coming up. Are you in anything in the Oregon UCI game?
I got Irvine with 7.5 points.
We can both win those. I think Oregon comes out first half and then fails completely. Falls on their ass. But yeah, we got 29 likes. Get to 30, do a shot. ASU putting the boots in Nevada. That's good for Nick. What's up, Real Deal Prime?
Nice.
Chris
Marc
Brady.
Andre Fleury fucking sucks again, so a while they're going to lose. They're down 3-1.
What's new, bro? I mean,
Stupid ass shit.
one of the worst decisions of my betting career. And it wasn't even taking that bet, or taking that experiment. Well, it wasn't even that expensive. I probably would end up losing at like a couple units, but what a waste of my time. Absolute waste of my time.
And now, yeah. And more important than anything else, though, is I just watched the best reliever in baseball for the Mets is probably done for the year. So that's
Well, I can grab a 3. I got it at 3.5. I can get a 3 for Oregon first half. Let's see where that goes. I might bet that one more time.
I am sweating
we're
out this
pulling
under 235.5. I don't think I'm going to get it here in the San Antonio game, though.
Mavs
It's
were
at
pulling in.
106 with 5 minutes ago, 5:45.
All right.
Like a minute of nothing. Pretty cool.
But there's if you don't know the story, maybe you do know the story, but I'll say it again for the millionth time. I was talking with on a show, talking openly with a very good, we'll give him that, a very good hockey handicapper who's a fan of the Wild. If you don't know who he is, probably already know who he is. But anyways, he said the Wild are going to be a profitable team this year. Basically like saying if you put $10 on the money line, you'll end up plus money, one of those things. And I said, sure, I'll put a half unit on it. And I think they're down like 7 or 8 units total. And I said if they get down 10 units, which means I'm down 5, I can get out of it. But right about when they go down 7 or 8 units, they rip off a winning streak. So I'm in purgatory the whole time. Oh, you can finally get out of it. I'm going to lose. They're not going to be profitable. But it's just so annoying that I even got in it because every day I have to wake up and blindly bet this team that I know stinks. That's the story.
They're actually better than I thought they were going to be this year.
They're just so meaningless and dumb. I mean, even if they go to the playoffs, they're going to win anything? No, they're not. So
Because they're probably going to play
meaningless.
Colorado in round 1, losing 5 or 6 games.
They're meaningless, and they have one of the best players in hockey. I will say that. He is one of the best players in hockey, but he needs to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
To a winning team. They will never let him go, though. And the fucking Mavs are just going to... Am I going to lose every live bet? Is this how it's going to go? Is this going to be a Hail Mary at the end of the night? It could be. Well, if you don't like the story, you don't have to watch the show. You can go somewhere else. You asked, too, or you said it. So you brought it up. Everyone's welcome here. But fucking... Now, the Spurs are going to pull away with this. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
I don't know. Did Tim end up putting up the Spurs?
Hopefully.
He had the Rockets. There you go. No, he had the Rockets, not the Spurs.
Anyway, why does my TV have the Food Network on it? I have to get
You're
up and
hungry?
change that. No, I'm not hungry yet, but there will be snacks later.
That's good, yeah.
My typical
Baby carrots and
baby
hummus.
carrots and hummus with pretzel chips. How do you not? I mean, it's an American meal right there. What are you talking about? 31 likes, even though pretzels are American. Hummus is Mediterranean. And baby carrots aren't even really, there's no such thing as a baby carrot. They make them. Cheers. Cheers to the chat. Cheers to everyone in it. Anyway. Whatever. I was just reading the comment. JoJo was talking about you in the Wild.
The fucking team, yeah.
All right. We got this over. Utah Valley, New Mexico. I got a 161. It closed at 165. The live is 167. We knew points would be scored in this. Still first half. Still a lot to go. And the Mavs are now down 9. So that bet is not done, but what are they doing? Maybe they're just giving up. I guess I should be watching that, but I don't know. And we got another guest here.
Hey.
Alec, what's up, my dude?
What's good, boys?
Oh, just losing bets, but that's okay. The night is young,
Hey, the norm.
relatively.
Oh, very young.
Yeah, I got the Mavs at 4. That bet's done live. The Bulls was silly. They made a 3.
God damn it! The fucking Ducks scored.
We have that one though. Mike and I have that one.
It's now the time to grab the Islanders live again because we know how good the Ducks are at holding leads.
You aren't really betting that every time, are you?
No.
You shouldn't be. We need to get
No, but I do have the Islanders -1 pregame. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off 2-0 in the NHL. I'm gonna finish off 0-2 because the Wild and the Islanders are gonna lose. So
Alec, what are you on? What do you have going on right now? I'll be right back.
Yeah. So I got the Sam Houston State game over. I believe it's like 142.5. Not looking good at all. Praying for overtime. I have Arizona State -1.5. I bet that a couple days ago. I have the team total over 67.5 for Arizona State. I have New Mexico, Utah Valley under 164.5, which it was looking good early, not looking the best now. And I have one more game, actually. Hold on, let me check my account. Let's see here. And oh yeah, no, I gave out everything I'm on right now.
there you go.
How about you, Nick? What you on, man?
ASU, Utah Valley, and UC Irvine.
Sierra?
Arizona State looks good.
Oh yeah, they're beating the
Nice to
piss.
see. Hopefully
Beating the
that'll be
piss
my
out of
first March Madness win because I'm 0-2-1 to start March Madness, so hopefully this will be the first win, which will be nice.
I am 0-2-1 too, and I should be 2-1, and we came within 2 points. Villanova, I'll never give them. They went 4 for 26 from 3. They were first of all, they could have shot a 2 instead of a 3, and I would have covered. They shot a 3 with plenty of time left. But when you go 4 for 26 and you're just not making them, and you only don't cover by 1.5, what does that tell you? You make 1 3 and you cover. So that
That's true.
sucked. And then what was the other one? Bradley was dead. What was the other one? I forget. I'm 0-2-1.
And this is for the actual tournament. You're not.
No, this is March Madness. This is March Madness. So for the tournament, did I have any actual tournament action? I have had 0. Well, let me take that back. For bets that I post, that's what my record is. I don't post live bets. I don't talk about bets I take during the day. I talk about them on the show. But as far as the pre-flop before the night starts bets, I'll tell you what I am. If I have any, I took neither of the games today. Both of them are NIT, and I'm gonna have a lot of NIT bets. That's where the money is. Bradley, Villanova, SEMO. So I'm technically SEMO was a play-in game, so I pushed that one, and I shouldn't have. SEMO should have covered easy. So I'm 0-1 for the tournament so far.
0-1. Okay,
I'm 0-2-1 for March Madness.
gotcha. I'm 2-2. 2 wins, 2 losses.
I will have a lot more bets. Obviously, they are coming up. I'm gonna post everything. Everything I have. I'm gonna post.
Okay.
I'm gonna post more than I should, which usually is not a good thing. But
I was just thinking the same thing this morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I try to keep it to like 5 max that I post.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna post a shit ton the next couple of days.
I think
I'm
that's
doing it where I bet every single game for the tournament.
I remember you saying that actually. You're wild.
yeah. I have a lot of places that I want to bet, but I'm not, and places I probably actually maybe should bet, but I'm on at least 3 plays for tomorrow. I'll probably have 2 more.
The game that the game today that really got to me was UCF and Fair Dickinson. Like I really like those looks. I just couldn't pull the trigger, and of course,
Yeah, Fairly Dick I like too. I didn't pull the trigger.
ooh, that Irvine game doesn't even start till 8.
Yep.
I need another bucket from Arizona State to cash their team total.
Oh, that you got 13 minutes left.
Yeah. I know. No, that the fact that they just beat the living piss out of UNR in the first half, I was just enjoying the hell out of that.
Dude, that fucking sucks. Edwin Diaz, that sucks.
Yeah. So what happened to him? What was the injury? I saw him limp or like getting carried.
Yeah, they
off.
were. It was like they were celebrating at the end of the win. They got the 5-2 win over the Dominican Republic. They were celebrating, and apparently, I didn't see what happened, but all of a sudden, he was on the ground, needed to be helped off the field. So it looked bad, but I'm glad Damon Santori finds it fucking hilarious. I'm glad. I mean, I would love to see you laugh after you mess up your knee like that, but I know you're a Padres fan, so you don't.
When
Really
did he?
know too
When
much
did he
better.
laugh? Oh,
He said up 10:42. Yeah, I'm running around doing the Edwin Diaz. Fuck you,
we're all feisty here.
little
Hey.
bitch. I get to laugh at this guy blowing out his fucking knee.
Okay, if we're doing it, we gotta do it right.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Damon, I love you, brother. I know it's
That's
a
just
tough.
fucking wrong to laugh at people's injuries. I mean, I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy.
Mike roots for injuries. Some people do. I don't do that either because
Most people have a special place in. I'm sorry.
yeah. Well, the deal is that when you're doing your job, when you're doing your job, you don't want to hinder someone from making a living. Like that. I mean, but I don't know. We all get feisty. We all, we're all whatever. It doesn't matter. Who the fuck cares? We're all Americans. That's all I gotta say. And if you're born in America and you play for another team in the World Baseball Classic, I root against you.
What's up, Kelly? Sorry, I just seen your message.
Kelly?
Yeah.
Ayo for you. Oh, I don't want to sing that, but I love that. Well, I can, but I'm not on my channel, so
Fair.
I'm on two. I'm on Nick's channel too. Although we have talked about drug use openly on this with Nick's channel, but it's a song. It's not even real life. Just hit the like. Thanks, buddy. If you're on Nick ESB, hit it there. If you're on mine, hit it there. Go back and forth. We do this to show each other support. And Earl Sports Bets has been one of the most, if not the most, but actually it's hands down the most supportive of this channel. So go support them. Hopefully we get the other one on there, but he's a responsible man and has an early situation most days, but he'll be here tomorrow, hopefully.
32 thumbs up. Okay, I see you, boys.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's a thing now.
Hell yeah.
And it's not even like I actually kind of don't even. I mean, I do and I don't. I want to get to 1,000 subs, and then after that, I won't give a shit because I just want to get there. And you don't make any money on YouTube. We talked about this a million fucking times. But I want to do it just for the accomplishment. I love everyone that's there that's helping out. But this to me helps me make money. I've made more money from doing this than losing money. I've lost brain cells and liver cells, but that's my own fault.
But that's just normal everyday life, though.
I was about to say
that'd
that was
be
going to
happening
happen
anyway.
regardless.
Yeah, that's gonna happen regardless. You're just able to do it live on the
I
air.
might as well win money while I'm killing myself. I mean,
Yeah.
slow.
Good.
Yes,
we're not here for
he gets it.
Shiva.
Shiva Kamini Soma Kandar Kram. We need to get that. And by the way, I was looking for other clips to do, but that's from this show from the league. Nick.
Oh shit! What's up, Jax? Oh. My esteemed colleague. I am day drunk. Get ready to see my dick. Right?
He's so random in that show. He's so fucking hilarious.
Where is Pimp Slop play of the day?
He's on the phone with Dabby Cab going over. He's on the phone with Dabby Cab.
Over the bracket.
Yeah, and he's gonna come back. So
Okay, cool.
Why couldn't he do this on the live show?
Well, yeah, why didn't Dabby just come on live and then just have a live conversation?
I don't know. I don't
Secret
know.
information,
Well, I mean, we've been over that. He
He's too cool for this
thinks he's
show.
too popular. He's
They
too
are
cool for school.
they are colluding. I am calling collusion.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'll do this live here. We had the nerd talk, the Capper Collective. That's what's you can see the background. I'll take one of us out so you can see the background up there. See that?
Yeah.
And that was an idea like this. it was people getting around just capping games, but just talking about what everyone talk about. And we had everyone came on it. We had Moose on the show. We had Dutch Boy Fresh come on. We had Wham Bam. We had DJ Big Boss. We had Hollywood Mitch, who doesn't talk to me anymore, if you know him on Twitter. We had all these people. The one guy that never came on that I asked every time, or not every time, but all the time, was Cab. And the only time he came on to any show was one of these streams when I baited him so much that he came on here angry. That's the only way you can get him on here. Because we have a very, like, kind of brother type headbanging relationship. But that's what I got to say. So, Cab, I'm shouting you out. All these other people came on Nerd Talks. And when we do it again, you owe me. Who else came on that show? I mean, Guns Picks. No, Guns didn't come on it. He came on some live streams. Kmart from Fade You came
QB.
on. Oh, Rick from Punt to QB came on. Yeah. Damon.
Occupancy did.
Occupancy came on. Nick, who I don't talk to that much anymore, came on. Fucking Ryan came on.
When was this? Or when were you doing those live
We did that during the summer, and it was a 4-hour show twice a week. But now we do this every night almost, but it was a thing. It was Wednesday and Friday, and we kept track, and we did real well in the beginning, but then we tailed off. Our record wasn't that great, but that's not why we stopped the show. We stopped it because people didn't want to put in the time. But the cool thing is if it's just a live stream like this, where we're actually making money, because we didn't live bet hardly at all on that show. It was just talking about sports. We capped LJ came on all the time. Marley came on all the time. LJ was on it every time. We capped the NFL card. We capped the entire card for all the sports. That's why it took so long. And we talk about it, and we joke around and dick around. But no, I don't want that idiot anywhere. You know, just look at the chat. You can figure out what I meant by that. I think he's bad for sports betting. He's a content guy, great. He's making, that's what he does, but I don't believe people say, "Oh, fade you." I don't believe in a strategy where you're trying to give bets that are bad. You know, that's stupid.
I mean, it's essentially the same work.
Yeah, that's why they give prize money to the person in Circa that loses the most. I mean, I don't know. I don't need any village.
I mean, I feel like winning the booby prize in the Circa contest
is harder than winning.
It's just as impressive as winning the entire thing itself.
Yeah. Mavs are up 3 points.
Coin tosses that you have to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in a spread sport, that's the point. In a spread sport, it makes it 50-50. It's supposed to make it 50-50, right?
Supposed
to.
Okay. I just explained to my Indian girlfriend about the league and why the trophy was called that. She walked away now. So you have to watch the show to get that, but that's what the show is. And that saying, you just have to watch it. I don't even want to go into it. It's just the best. It's one of the best shows ever. Yeah, Mavs, nice comeback. Did you have him? Mally, or were you just? Well, here's the shitty part. The Spurs are going to take it to. Well, I don't even care if they take it to overtime. I like the Mavs' chances, anyways. But I got them at +4, so we'll be okay.
Do any of you have any action on this Cincinnati Virginia Tech game?
No, the show's called The League. It was about 10 years ago. Is when it's about fantasy football. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
great concept. It was on FX, and it was real big for 4 or 5 seasons. Then it just tailed off. It's got a Kroll in it. What's his first name?
Nick.
Yeah, my buddy's name is Ryan. That's what I say, Ryan Kroll. He's a pretty big guy, but it had Seth Rogen in it. Every big football player made cameos in it. Yeah, it's a great show.
That Adrian Peterson cameo was hilarious.
Yeah. The Chad Ochocinco one was funny. Oh, do you know Michael? Rafi goes, you know Mike Ochocinco? He's like, no. He's like, oh, that's really rare that you'd have the same Roman numerals behind your name or whatever, or like whatever, or same as like Spanish numerics or something. He's fucking hilarious. And they're picking fantasy football the old way, like on an old board with actual magnet names. And they're like, Rafi, it's your time to pick. So he just reaches in the bag and goes, row, row, here's what I pick. And he just throws one at the board. It's Adam Vinatieri was his first pick. a kicker. No, it's a good show. You butthead.
It's a great show.
Yeah. There's probably very many things, and I don't know, my taste is great, but I probably have a different taste in everything from that guy. Unless he likes big women, because I do like big women. I like all women, skinny women. Most of my long-term girlfriends weren't big. They were tiny. They were like short, like under 5'3". And I'm 6'2".
Since he up 8, they just got the defensive rebound with 37 seconds to go against VT.
Hey, Andy, go watch it. Yeah. Taco was funny. It's your birthday today. That was the very first episode, I think it was. It was a kindergarten birthday. And he sings a song, and he's singing it to 6-year-olds. Oh, I have a gift for you. Oh, okay. And he sings, "This is the day that your mommy and daddy had sex. And your dad forgot to put the condom on." And he's singing with a guitar, like a real. I'll have to pull it up. In fact, I should do it right now. But and your mom came 5 times. It's hilarious. I played sports in high school, and I was a good athlete, but I got into school for grades. All the places I could have got in for athletics weren't as good of a school, so I was a nerd, kind of.
You still are.
Well, I'm still a nerd. Yep. So, did we cash it? I'm seeing Mavs 121, 119. That's what I'm seeing.
Final?
Yeah.
Sounds like a casher to me.
Sounds like a
Wild
cash for me.
3-2 now.
Do the thing.
Well, we are going to do the thing. I just want to make sure before. I mean, I guess we can't. Why would it be? I'm looking at the game cast. I'm not looking at the. Did it say? If it doesn't say final, it just says
zeros.
Yeah. So we will wait, and then we will celebrate. I'm a poet, and I do not know it. Did we get it? Did we? Because this says 0.7 seconds left on the game cast, and on the book cast. Who has the ball? It's going to be Max Kleber shooting foul. Oh no! Did he foul them? Oh, no. That's game? Okay. If Mally says it, then we will celebrate.
Do it.
Which one should we do? All right, what is this one? Doing. That's the best part. All right, so yeah, he's my boy. The reason why I got off his props was because, and I shouldn't, but I thought when AD came back that he'd get less looks. But it doesn't matter. He is the hillbilly. What do they call him? The hillbilly Kobe? That's what they call him. Shout out to the white boy basketball player that's all goofy from Wichita State. Shout out to Max McClung. Shout out to Caruso. I mean, shout out Pistol Pete Maravich and John Stockton. Shout out Woody Harrelson and White Man Can't Jump. Never seen that movie. You guys are too young for that. For sure.
I've definitely seen that movie.
You've seen it because it's a classic, but it's before you guys' time, but it's great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's great. It's a great movie. Yep. So Utah Valley, New Mexico, they've got 79 points. I need to get them to 161.5. I got a really good line. I mean, that early line on that one, it was one time that it works out. What's the live line? We'll take a look. Take a gander. We got 165. So even 165 and a half. So even if you got it 165, it's still looking live.
I have the total. I got that under 164 and a half.
Did you?
I did.
For these teams don't play defense. It's
Well,
a
I
huge
mean,
number. It's a huge number.
That was the number one thing that came out to me. And I mean, I bet it strictly just based off of like, I had it at 153.
Yeah.
I had a 82-73 game.
Yeah, no, definitely. The past scores and all that didn't, but I just looked at these teams and their defense. This is the other thing, too. New Mexico, this is, if you can remember, you were on the stream, Alec. They will teams to go over with them. Fresno State. When is Fresno State that game? They scored 170 points. When has Fresno State been in a game where they score 170 points total ever? I mean, yeah. It's just that was just I go a little bit off of the numbers a little bit in March because it's madness. But
We're tied in St. Louis now. The Wild have tied it at 3.
I even don't want them to win. I mean, I want them to win for you know what I'm saying. I want them they are such the most frustrating mother effing team. They are.
I grabbed the over in that game. That was free.
We will be.
I should have read Marc-Andre Fleury and bet over the total. That's what it should have done. Because this team's actually gone over in every game since they've lost Kaprizov. We were sitting here thinking we're going to see 5s for the total for Minnesota because they're not going to be able to score fucking goals because the only goal scorer they have on that team is hurt. Bullshit.
That just shows you how frustrating that team is. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It shows you that
this team secretly has depth when they don't have Kaprizov doing everything for them.
What it says to me is
Zuccarello and Boldy and Eriksson Ek, they're all stepping up with Kaprizov out, which is something they maybe needed. And they just took the lead 4-3. 4-3 Wild. Let's go.
This is the thing. There's things that just don't make sense in life. Like why some people date some people, you just look at them and scratch your head, like a guy that has no money or something and has like a beautiful wife and he's like a slob, or like the Bermuda Triangle. That doesn't make sense. The Wild are like the Bermuda Triangle. Why would overs be a thing after one of the best scorers in the league goes out? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I hate the Wild. I don't hate them. I just dislike them so much.
I'm beginning to be a little bit more okay with them strictly because they're making me money right now. So that's lessening it. I will be fading them in the playoffs because that's just something.
I will actually be rooting for them in the playoffs up until
Game 7. So they
Game 7 of any series. Yep. And then I'm going to be rooting for I will be rooting for an injury, or I never do that. I will for them. I will be rooting for the refs to steal the game from them in heartbreaking fashion. I want to see tears. I want to see blood in St. Paul, Minneapolis, the greater St. Paul, Minneapolis area. That's what I want.
I just found out the pyramids are much older than anyone thought. Well, how old are they then?
I mean, they're pretty fucking old. I mean, what are they? A couple thousand more years older? What's amazing is they could build things like that back then because they didn't have. I mean, they had pulleys and stuff. You had to know about physics, like math and physics back then. That's what's amazing to me.
I've went into rabbit holes about like ancient Egypt and stuff, and like the way that they like carved piping into stones, and it's like perfectly circular around. Like it's crazy.
Well, you think about if you're laying something with bricks that big, it's not human beings lifting it up. It's not machines. They were machines, but it was like ropes and pulleys and like fucking engineering.
I also saw an interesting video where there was along this certain longitude across the earth, these places were thousands of miles apart, but across the same longitude, right? Latitude.
Is this about aliens? Is this about aliens?
There's latitude. There's latitude. There's
latitude, fatitude.
Yeah,
latitude, fatitude.
Yeah. Where they saw identical ways that these civilizations were building things, even though they were thousands of miles apart and had no contact with each other.
I knew you were going with that.
You're talking about like
aliens.
No, it's not aliens. So it's basically like around you take the globe, right? You go 30 degrees from the equator on that line around the world is all pyramids around the world. I've seen that same thing, and it's at a 30-degree angle from the equator, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, the crazy thing is everything cool started in China. That's all I know. Fireworks, gunpowder, pasta, COVID. Oh, that's a good one.
Sorry,
you win.
Oh,
there we go.
I had to swing.
There we go.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Islanders are going on the power play.
No, we don't want that.
Yes, we do.
You want it.
I do.
What is the end game for the Nevada game? Nevada and New Mexico under? Nevada and New Mexico aren't playing.
Yeah, New Mexico's playing
Utah Valley.
UVU. Yep.
Yeah, go UVU.
Wait, why am I showing Mavericks in San Antonio in overtime at 121?
Did it go to overtime?
I'm legit looking at this overtime on my book right now.
Oh, it did go to overtime. That's why they didn't pay me. Why did he say the game's over? You're Mally, you bastard.
You bastard.
I think at 8:03 he went in and he put AT. I think he meant OT.
Yeah, I don't know. It's in, well, whatever. We celebrated earlier. It's not the first time that's happened.
Get that shit done.
Well, I got 4. If the Mavs can't take the Spurs to overtime and not lose by 4, then I deserve to lose my bet. USA Columbia's up 1. That under was Tim. Tim said it. He said, "Oh, why don't you take the under?" Was that you? It was Tim.
I took the over.
Yeah.
Ugh, Islanders suck on the power play.
USA minus 5.5. I'd love to get a bet in there. I'm not going to because I got smashed. What do we got with UC Irvine, Oregon? I have Oregon minus 3.5 first half, and it went down to 3. And Irvine, you guys have full game. We could both win this. I was looking at Oregon, and they just fall apart in the second half. So, no, Mike he had a phone call he had to have. He'll be back.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Swiss.
I mean, does the Pope shit in the woods? Like we're here at all the. I mean, any chance we can, bro. Under 165? No, I don't. But
I have the under 164.5. But I mean, me and Dave could both still win. I mean, you could.
I have the over 161, and now it's at 163.5. But I have 161.5. Man, none of us are aligned on any bets. That's why we need to get a live bet in here. What games can that happen on? It only can happen on basketball because this Ducks Islanders game we're not going to get aligned on.
Let's see. There's the Pope shit in the woods though. I think
That's where that movie's that's from.
I know I don't. What is it from?
It's from The Big Lebowski. But the reason why the Pope shit in the woods is because when there are sayings that mean, of course, like does a bear shit in the woods? Or does the Pope have a pointy hat? Is like when someone says, "Do you want to go have a drink?" I'd say, "Does a bear shit in the woods?" He gets it wrong. He puts both together. Does the Pope shit in the woods? Okay. Yeah, that's where that comes from. You do what you want to do in that game. I'm on the over. I think it goes over. But that's why I bet it. That's why I posted it.
There is a very thin line in which we can both cash.
Oh no! I want us to. I would. That's what I want.
No, that's what I want too.
I want it. How many likes? We had over 30, but the terrorists hit us. Did they? No, we're 31. You don't negotiate with terrorists. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, we did have 32 though.
The terrorists did come. That's all right. And then we've got, you guys are awesome. We have over 31 people watching, which is a lot for this stream. We like that. Oh, man, we need to get some more the league clips up in this piece.
Oh, yeah.
What game? I have been watching for a while. Any game's just the Gamecast. I know if I turn them on, I'm going to jinx it. So I think what I'm going to do is for the second half. I'll make a set. I'll find something to get on second half for the Oregon UCI game, and then or the Warriors Clippers. Where are we at with that? That's second half. We need to find a live bet in that game. That's what we need. Oh, Mavs are up 7 fucking points. If they don't, that's 11-point swing. They'll cover. That's a win. That's an L word. That's done. How do you? Are you 2 minutes left in overtime against the Spurs?
Watch the Spurs come back in the last 2 minutes of overtime. They go on a 14-0 run. Now you said that.
Shut your whore mouth.
Sam Houston to win the next game in the under? I don't know.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, it is Wednesday, so we have to ask, is it anyone's birthday today? March 15th. Anyone's birthday in the chat. If your mom's birthday, your wife's birthday, let us know. We want to shout them out, give them a happy birthday.
No birthdays. We're good.
There's a birthday out there. There has to be.
Nope, there isn't. Nobody was born on this day.
Don't lie to me. I'll know. I've got ESPN. Man, this flavor sucks. Is it really your... Okay. Be honest with me. Is it really your dad's birthday? Is it daddy's
Why would
birthday?
you say that? You
Is
know
it
what he's gonna
daddy's
find.
birthday? Andy, is it really? Say yes or no. Be honest. We want to know because we have a special gift for your dad.
Say no.
Don't say no. Why would you say no? Don't lie. It's bad to lie. Honor thy father and mother. Actually, don't lie is not one of the 10 commandments.
Crap.
It's not one of the 10 commandments. Yeah, he turned 73. Wow. Okay. Well. All right. Well, Mike's not here, which he usually really appreciates this. But happy birthday to your dad.
All right. That's not the best. I don't know
I'm not gonna
why
get
you are
demonetized
so
for
upset
that,
right now.
bro.
I seriously don't understand.
It's funny. We just lost like 5 viewers, by the way, too. But anyway. How do you not find that funny? I mean, that is funny. That is comedy at its best.
It's sus. It's really sus.
Well, you know what? To each their own.
Blue's just time.
All these Cowboys wanted to do was dance and wish you a happy birthday. And you guys are taking it somewhere else. So that's all I got to say. All right. Bye, dickhead. I don't care. Like, you're not funny or clever or whatever. So
Sam Houston's going to play North Texas.
wow, they came back out of nowhere. 2 points, huh?
What? The Spurs?
They scored 2 points. Yeah. Good job, Mavs. You beat the Spurs. You almost lost the game. I mean, and I bet the Mavs probably covered. What was the pre-flop? They probably were a big favorite. I don't know what they were, but we can look it up. But
North Texas and Sam.
isn't that funny? They were down by like 9 or 10 points at one point, and they came back to maybe cover the spread in overtime. Let's look it up. Let's do it. Odds. There we go. Oh, this is what they're doing now. You can't on covers. It doesn't give you the option to look up line movement anymore. I don't know why they're doing that.
Weird.
I need to find another place. I don't like the place that you gave me. It's not user friendly, or at least I need to learn the right way. You know.
Do you use this at all? Here, I'm gonna send it in the private.
Yeah.
No, I don't use that one.
Okay, so that does too, but I like to see it had Mike's back. It had you just missed. Someone had a birthday. We just celebrated. On covers it had like the times that it would move each time for each book where it moved. It's taking that away.
Action still posts that too.
Okay, I need to get another. It was just so easy on covers.
Action
Is action covered? Is that free action or paid for action?
Free action.
Okay. I used to pay for action. I don't anymore. How many points did you get with UC Irvine?
7.5.
So, Mike, we celebrated. Where's what link? You want to come on, Link? Is that what you mean? What link? Mavs. We celebrated. I took Mavs +4. They were winning. Someone said they won, and it showed on the book that they won, but then it magically went to overtime. So they tied it up, and now they're up 9 points with 32 seconds left.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I crushed that thing on minus. I told you. -4, -2.5, -3.5.
Wild goal.
Yep.
5-4. This is a crazy wild game. They're actually
I see.
wild. They're not the mild.
Boy, what a
5-4
what a
wild.
free over that was.
What was
Jimmy,
the Mavs?
Jimmy responded to my it was -4,
Oh, yeah.
4.5.
Okay.
Jimmy responded to my pimp slap play, and he was like, "The bookie's worst nightmare when you open up this and see that the pimp slap plays against you."
Yep.
was laughing.
No, that's what I say too. But the past of your run, 2 of them have been plays I like before you put it. I mean, it's like we're mind melding, which I love. What was it today? What was the pimp slap today?
Minnesota Wild.
Did I like it? And I guess I should do that now. I usually always try to like and retweet it, but maybe I forgot. You just put it out at different times, as all.
Yeah, I'm not as fucking regimented as you boys are. You boys are much more disciplined about that kind of stuff than I am.
It's all good. I'm not. There's no shame in your game.
Were you and Cab talking about the bracket for PSR?
He did the PSR bracket, and I did.
Yeah, I'm not doing the PSR
brackets.
either.
No, they only pay the top 3. I mean, I'm not interested in that.
Well, I'm not interested in the amount of money. I mean, you put in $50 and there you win. You can win what, $2,000 maybe? I don't know. That's a lot of money, but I'm jinxing PSR contest.
Well, think about it though. Everybody shit on him when they tried doing that. Weren't they trying to do like a playoff something for the NFL? And everyone was laughing because it wasn't much money, so they said they weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
And they ended up not. I forgot what it was, but either way, they bailed out of it. So.
This is how I feel about brackets. I feel you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too after I'm done because it's a nice little payout. But I did some free ones. I did ESPN. I did one I got from my guy at work that you can win over $1,000. It's for free. I don't know how they do it, but anyway, but it's invite only. I don't know how they do it, but anyway, the brackets really screw me, just like fantasy sports does. And I've done fantasy sports for 20 years. But when I started capping, like legitimate capping, just not sports betting, I started to notice that fantasy and March Madness screwed up my capping because March Madness is who wins. It's like, and I also don't do pick'ems anymore, like pick'em pools for NFL, because I look back at it and then I counteract what my spread. I make money betting on spread sports. I'm betting spreads, not money lines. So I can't do that.
We have a special guest here. The roommate.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, guy?
Shit, same shit. About to shit my pants at the baseball game earlier.
Didn't the Caps won today? Didn't they?
Yeah.
Why not?
Good guys just tied it 2-2 in the
I'm
Islanders.
only happy when Ovechkin scores. I want a top 10 pick. Fuck this year.
Oh, you want to tank?
He wants Bedard.
That's not going to happen. I want a top 10 pick. So
watch that guy become a big. I know it's not likely. Why? Because he's like the best prospect in the longest time. Watch him be a flop. Just watch.
Connor McDavid.
Well, watch him be a flop just out of weirdness. Just watch it.
Watch, he'll have a fluke injury, like celebrating after a meaningless game.
Yeah, and then they'll play trumpets. Do 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 do.
I don't know if you've seen, but Edwin Diaz is going to be out probably the whole year.
Oh, fuck.
He celebrated and fucking
injury or an ACL tear
in the WBC,
the World Baseball Classic. I'm pissed right now.
Moral of the story: If you're an
Football,
important
baseball,
player in your
classic,
sport,
pro
don't
sport.
play in these world classic bullshits. Don't play in the Olympics. Don't play in any of that.
And Arizona State beats the dog shit out of Nevada.
Nevada,
98-73 final.
Didn't I have Arizona State in that? When we were talking about it.
I took Arizona State. I don't know what you said.
I think I
Hey,
took it.
hey, Mike, I asked if there was anyone that had a birthday, and someone's dad had a birthday, and I played the birthday song, and immediately 7 people left. We lost 7 viewers. Now they're all back. It's the best. I love my life. It's the best.
I think that might be a sign.
I don't. Who cares?
Maybe a sign not to play the.
Well, whatever.
That's what's it called. I believe that's Mike's favorite video, right?
Mike hates it.
The grin on his face.
Mike hates it.
That one.
No, Mike's
I
favorite
still
video.
don't understand why you have it. I still don't understand how you got it. I don't understand why you have it. And I don't.
Well, there's a whole. I'm not going to tell.
He's into
There's
it.
a story behind it. We'll talk behind the scenes about why and why I didn't play it that day. Because anyway, it doesn't matter. This one is your favorite. I don't. This is kind of funny, but I don't understand why. But it's all right, I guess.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
What do you mean?
That reminds me of that Terrell.
I like it,
talking
but-
about Tony Romo.
It's my quarterback.
Yeah.
That's my quarterback.
I love the I love it.
Oh, the dick one, yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen that one?
All right now.
He hasn't seen that one yet.
Oh, you want to see it?
Probably not, because you just described it as the dick one.
There's not a dick in it. Here it is.
I like it, man. I actually know I not even like it. I love it. My dick is hard right now. That's how excited I am about this.
There you go.
You guys are fucked up.
So what do we got? We got
the piss out of New Mexico. I wonder if
Islanders Ducks. We're not going to get any live action on unless we're against each other. There's no way.
Yeah, Wolverines.
Wild and Blues.
That's in that too.
what is New Mexico?
Maybe we can get on that.
Valley and Calvin.
Oh, that
Yeah,
game slowed down intensely.
Yeah, they only put 19 points up in the 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, no,
What
that slowed down
about-
intensely.
What about Yo, I don't think New Mexico has made it 1-3 the whole night. What are
Good.
they?
Fuck him.
Yeah, so
Fuck
that's
New Mexico. Yeah, they're 0 for 8 from 3 as a team.
yeah, that's a killer.
I wonder.
Well,
I mean, they're down 20. I wonder, is there an in-game spot on New Mexico? I mean,
maybe right now Utah Valley, Mexico's a plus 15.
I need to attempt.
I'm a 15.5.
Outsiders just got a damn shorthanded breakaway against Boston a few days ago.
Wow, down to 152 the live line, but this could heat up real quick with these teams.
yeah, I mean, they could go splash back to back threes and you right there.
I kind of want the Ducks to go down so I can bet them again.
I want them to go down.
I don't know why you're so desperate to bet the Fox. I don't get it.
Mike liked them, and I said, hey, they're against not such a great
If you
team.
want to keep betting poached duck, I mean, fine, but this team fucking sucks.
I think the Islanders suck, and I thought that the plus 175 was a good number. That's why I did it. But and I say that with all respect.
Yeah.
Just I thought plus 175 on a team that's they're not going to lose every game for the rest of the season, and I thought the Islanders were in a spot where it's a good spot for them to take advantage, right? Like how much do the Islanders care
No,
about
I mean they're coming in off of a bad loss last night. I wouldn't be interested in them.
Well, not only that, I think their goal differential is like negative 98 or some crazy shit. And like when you have a team that's like as defensive as New York is, it's really kind of hard to get that through. Granted, they do already have 2 up though.
Yeah, they've
See, that's
been
what I
winning
was
for most of them.
What team? How many goals are the Islanders going to score? Right, they always seem to be a low scoring team to begin with. So
4. They're probably gonna pop 4 tonight against the Fox.
the total was 5.5, and it was juiced to the under. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they went with Sorokin. I was gonna grab the over 5.5, but I was leaning that way.
I kind of can't believe Sorokin's playing in this either.
Maybe they just wanted to get him back out there after getting scored on a bunch last night.
What's going on in this Warriors Clippers game? It's halftime. Clippers are up 3 points. Would you get it at, Mikey?
The first half was plus a.
Would you
plus
bet?
one.
Would you bet the game? Would you bet?
I bet the +1 first half. And I took the money line full game. It was minus 145 on the money line. So, and then I took under 235, and then because I maxed out the money line Clippers, I ended up having to take a -3 as well. So,
Well, you slammed it. I'm Clippers pick 'em is minus 160. Warriors pick 'em's plus 130.
They're in LA, right?
Yeah, they're in LA.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Clippers are trash, or excuse me, the Warriors are trash on the road this year.
You're right. That's why that was a good spot. And but Steph's playing, and he's not having 20 points in the first half is pretty good. Klay Thompson, he went off. He was like 14 for 16 from 3 or some crazy fucking shit the other night. Nuts.
The United States is down 2-1 right now in the World Baseball Classic.
That's the next thing I was just
you can
about
get
to
a
open it up.
-3.5 run still.
you guys are fucking
The
degenerates.
Cubs are playing the Reds right now this late.
Yeah,
Where?
Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona. I was gonna say.
Cavs on
When's the
fucking
regular
Friday.
The 31st.
I see.
So the over, it's juiced. The under is 141. The over is 10.5. USA money line is minus 909. If anyone's interested,
Worth it, right?
No. Yeah,
USA's minus 3.5.
Minnesota Wild goal 6-4. 6 minutes to go in the second.
Jesus.
Jesus H Christ.
I believe both goalies have been pulled by this point. I know Grice is in now for Bennington.
Now they're telling them to warm back up because they're going back in.
Biggest crybaby in the league.
Let's find a spot in that game. I'm not in that game.
No, Fleury has given up all 4 goals.
Go figure.
Fleury is fucking cheeks. He's starting to turn it around, but I mean, it's easy to turn it around when all they put you up against is the Columbus Blue
All right,
Jackets.
so the over in the second period.
Years old.
The over in the second period is at 6.5, and it's minus 125. It's juiced for 2 more goals to go off in 5 minutes. How is that even possible? Now it's even.
For 1 more goal.
Oh, it is 6. You're right.
Because they've already scored 6. Minnesota scored 5 in the second period. And it's been, yeah, it's, what was it? Yeah, it's been, Grice just got into the game.
No, they just locked it
Gave
up.
up a
I was going to
goal.
bet the under.
And Bennington gave up 5 goals on 19 shots.
I'm telling you, I know you like the Blues. He's not good.
I'm not.
really
I
not.
have faded the Blues most of the season. Like the Blues they were a money team for me last year.
Every time I watch Bennington play, he's just getting fucking slammed. He's getting boo-fooed.
He's Matt Murray without the injuries. He had one majestical run, and then after that, he's never really been able to live up to it.
Hey, we don't Mally. I hope you're talking about the team because we are a very, very patriotic fucking channel. In case
He
you didn't
posted
know.
the comment.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, we don't negotiate with terrorists around here.
Fuck no.
He definitely posted that comment when you guys were talking about USA -1.
We have a celebrity friend of the show, Jordan Binghamton. Love it. Oh man, the
Don't
show's
swing
the
your
best.
stick at me.
Yeah, you bitch. I'm gonna shoot it. The under. I don't think there's another goal scored. 5 more minutes. Should I do it?
5 minutes of minus 105. I mean, but the Wild are on a power play. And
Never mind. Okay,
Blues
thank you
have a
for the
traffic
information.
light for the second period here.
Well, it changed to -4. Why did it change to -141? Oh, whatever. I'm not paying that juice. The over's plus 100. Maybe I should switch now.
I am not trying to live bet that.
Damn, Minnesota went off for 5 in that period.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Beautiful thing. Got Minnesota.
They're pimp slapping those bitches. Real good.
Yeah, pimp slap them. Come on.
Love it.
St. Louis has like vastly underperformed this year, I thought.
I think they'll be better next year. I think with them being this bad this year, there may be a little bit of value on their futures next year for their point total over and stuff like that.
They're going to have to do something.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something, but I think they'll be okay next year. They're going to start to try to rebuild around Kyrou and Robert Thomas.
You know what's funny is the two best players that ever played on the Blues were all-time great players, and they played for like one season.
Gretzky and
Brodeur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hull
two
was there
all-time great. He was more than 1 year?
Hull was, I think.
Huh.
You said Brodeur, I said Hull.
Yeah, Hull. Hull. Yeah, that's like Mount Rushmore type of shit. But the funny thing is, they only get him. They only get him at like for one. I mean, I don't know if Hull was in the middle of his career, but Gretzky and Brodeur were at the end.
Gretzky was kind of close to the end. I think he played 3 more years after that. Was that 96? He went to St. Louis.
I don't remember the year, but I know that's where he went. From the Kings. I think he went straight from the Kings to the Blues. Did he play with another team after that?
It might have been because that was the year that Yzerman or Detroit, whoever it was from Detroit, hit that slap shot in the 1-0 overtime game.
One of the best lineups. I mean, that Detroit Red Wings fucking crew was the tits.
They were. When I hear younger hockey fans, they talk about like Tampa and Colorado, and I'm sitting here. I grew up with the Red Wings in the late '90s. I'm like, dude, you don't know dominance. Like,
yeah, he went to the Rangers, I think, after the Blues.
Yeah, he did, because that's where he retired was New York.
Yeah,
and he retired in '99, obviously.
Yep.
They had Al McInnes and Pronger for a while too.
Draymond second half over half blocks is. Yep, I don't bet live props. That's something I can't get into. That doesn't.
A lot of moving parts to be able to nail those down.
Yeah, it's I think that's a really tough angle to do live props, for a lot of reasons. What's this book that Brandon said? Brandon, by the way, maybe that's a ESP guy. I don't remember your name, but thanks for being here, buddy. Hammering Embiid for MVP. Okay, well, Denver is imploding. Murray's having injury issues. Philly is peaking. Embiid, are you from Philadelphia?
I mean, you're only trying to bet against somebody who's.
I'm going to say this. So I watch First Things First or whatever with Wild, Broussard, and the other guy, the guy with the big nose that
Nick Wright.
Yeah, Nick Wright. We align real good. He puts his pyramid up of the best players. I don't think even though the two people that were in the MVP talk last year, I still think the best player in the NBA is Giannis.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt.
I think he's the best, and it doesn't matter if he's winning MVPs or not. He's also, by the way, he's won a fucking a championship, and those other guys haven't. So, if I'm starting a team,
a lot of times the MVP voters in the NBA, like the team's overall record matters a lot to them for whatever reason.
Well, Kobe Bryant only won.
Argument that Kobe should have beat Nash when Nash got his second one.
I was just going to say that
a much superior record.
Nash has more MVPs than Kobe, but how many rings does Nash have?
Yeah,
my man got no rings. My favorite.
And I don't care what anyone says. Greatness matters with championships. The only person I don't think it does is Terry Bradshaw. Should not
be. Brock Nelson. 23 seconds left.
I like what that man just said, by the way.
Terry Bradshaw should not be in the conversation for the best quarterbacks of all time, but he's won 4 championships. You want to know why? That was the best defenses ever in the history of the NFL came from those Steelers teams. So there you go. So is it time to finally bet the Ducks again? I think it is.
Plus 430 on the Ducks now.
Yep, we're going for it when it unlocks here. We're at odds, baby. Let's do this.
You liked it with plus 175. You got to love it. Plus 430.
He's going to look good in the Capitals jersey next year.
Oh, sure. I don't even think is he a free agent?
I didn't say he had to be a free agent.
You think they're going to trade him?
No, I was just fucking with you because I knew you would hate to hear that shit.
Kobe cared. That's completely wrong. I'm sorry, I'm going to disagree. Kobe cared so much about everything. That's what Mamba mentality. I mean, it's not just a catchphrase. It came up because the guy was there at 4 o'clock in the morning and he left at midnight. Like he cared about everything. Everything. That's the person that cared. The two people that cared the most. It's not who's the best or whatever. It's a tie. It's Jordan and Kobe. It's an obsession with them. It made him sick. Like, in fact, Kobe would call. You've seen the Jordan thing if you've watched it. Kobe'd call him at 3 o'clock in the morning, asking about crossover dribbles and fucking what to do in situations. Like, Kobe cared, bro.
I just seen a thing too. Julius Randle was on a podcast. He was talking about when he was with the Lakers. I think he's from Dallas, but wherever they went, they had traveled on the road, and it was where he was from. And Kobe asked him what he was going to do. And he said he was going to go see his family, you know, hang out with his mom and, family that he doesn't see very often, which, that would seem like it would be acceptable if you don't hardly ever see your family or whatnot. And he said that Kobe looked at him and said, fuck that, we're going to the gym.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
And that's in the middle of the season. So, like, Kobe always cared.
And that was at the end of Kobe's career because that was
Julius Randle was, I think, the last 2 years.
Last year or two. Yep. And
dropped 60 in his fucking final game where there's no playoff implications. Yeah, he don't care about the regular season. Come on now, guy.
I'm going to tell you what. I know there's a lot of tragic deaths we hear about, and like I'm a sentimental guy, and I don't. But I didn't cry. I'm not a crier, but I was very, very tragically hurt when he died. Also about his daughter too. But I mean, the kids in that were the worst part. But for him, he was such. And I'm a Laker fan, so that's fair enough. And I watched Magic Johnson play. I watched, I saw some of the greats. But he was so beloved because he was such a good dude and he cared so much. And people that care that much in life, they're special because I don't care about a lot of shit. I can't care about things like he cared about that.
I think it was his effort too that like made people love him so much. And that's not to belittle like the Hall of Famers and stuff that came in front of him. But I think it was just like his effort, his passion was just so much more on display than maybe it was for guys that came before him in the 80s or whatnot. Early 90s.
Or even
not
now.
Even just basketball. Not even just basketball. In
life. Yeah. He spoke like 4 or 5 languages. Like he people didn't know all that. Like he didn't go to college. He came right out of high school and he was a real smart fucking dude. Like businessman, great
Wasn't
family
his dad
man.
in the military and he had to travel around the world?
That's why he was named Kobe because he was in Japan. I think he was born in Japan, right? And he
I don't know if he was born in Japan, but I know
he spent some time in Italy.
And,
maybe he might have, but that came from there's some Japanese story about why he's named that. Okay. But Mike always talks about like he doesn't like KD because of his attitude and stuff. Mike, I don't know. You're not a Laker fan, but you have to appreciate a guy like Kobe Bryant if that's your take on things.
Yeah, well, sometimes your attitude is a function of your surroundings too, right? I mean, he came from the greatest sports city in the world. Of course, he's got a positive attitude.
Well, you're born with it, though. I mean,
he had that attitude in high school, though.
There's a lot of people in LA that don't. I'm going to do the opposite. People in LA give a fuck about
the best sports city in America because he came from Philly.
Oh, Philly, yeah.
Oh, he was a Philly guy. You're right. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were making fun of LA.
First. I thought you were
went right over my head too. I was like, wait.
He's from Philly. There you go.
4 guys on the stream, only 1 guy caught it.
Well, I thought you were making something against the Lakers. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not what he's saying.
I thought you were saying something about LA, and I was like, well, he wasn't even drafted to LA.
No, Charlotte.
Yep. My area.
Yeah.
Oh well, they fucked that up royally.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah. Thanks for Vladdy.
Thanks for Vladdy.
That's why I don't really hold their recent failings against Michael Jordan, is because they've always been trash and stupid anyway. So
They've always been horrible. In fact, they were better when they moved, because technically the real old Hornets team isn't the new Hornets team.
they're the New Orleans Pelicans.
New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, the hockey
You're
did that a
technically
lot.
The old Charlotte Bobcats.
Didn't the hockey do that with the Jet? The Jets aren't the original Jets, right? Is that what it is?
The original Jets are the Coyotes. The new Jets are the old Atlanta Thrashers.
Yep. Yeah, the Thrashers, and then the Whalers. Who are the Whalers now? Didn't they move too?
Hurricanes.
Yep, there you go.
Hurricanes.
Yeah. And I know the one that I like the most. It's
Arthur's
Nordiques
still pissed
or the Avalanche.
Do I?
The Nordiques or the Avalanche.
Yes,
That's
correct.
Sakic, obviously, he was good in Quebec, and he was good in better in Colorado.
Could you imagine being a citizen in Quebec and the Nordiques never win a fucking Stanley Cup, and then they move to Colorado in the very first fucking year?
Yep.
What do? They
Yeah.
win the fucking cup.
Yeah.
That team had a player who just happens to be my second favorite power forward of all time on it.
Who's that?
That would be the Swede man himself, Mr. Peter Forsberg.
Forsberg. I know that name. Yeah.
Philadelphia Flyers legend, Mike.
I was just about to say he was. I thought he was a Flyer. I didn't know he was. I can't remember him being on Denver and in Colorado.
Colorado was his prime. He went to Philly closer towards the end. But he was still a very highly skilled player when he went to the Flyers, though.
I love 90 sports was the best. I know a lot of you guys weren't alive or watching, but it was the best in so many ways. I mean, baseball, football, 90s was, and I'm not even saying the best athletes. The best athletes are now by far, but it was just the best time for sports.
It was more hard nosed, just like raw.
Yeah, I took a live spot.
Yep.
Speaking of gambling, and I'll share it with you guys on the screen if that's okay.
I'm sorry, boys. I gotta bounce. I gotta take care of some business, but pleasure to be here. I'll see you boys tomorrow.
Good to see you again.
You're always welcome, buddy.
Later.
Hey, brother. I went to the under in the Oregon UC Irvine game. I got 144.5 live under Oregon Irvine 144.5.
I don't hate it. I'm waiting for halftime because I already said this. So like I'm on the first half Oregon, but at halftime I'm making a bet and I want to align it with you guys. I don't want to be because I might like a UCI bet coming in.
I already got him +7. I think it was 7 or 7.5 pregame. So
But let's go back to this hockey situation. Wild and Blue 6-4. I should have taken that. I should have taken that under and I didn't. It was juiced. It went to 141. Can we do a bet in that? And then also, I might want to take the Ducks again. A +425. I'm a sick individual.
Yeah, I got 5.5 with Utah Valley.
Mike, what do you think about the Ducks +425 right now?
Yeah, we were robbed tonight. We almost had a goalie fight between Jordan Binnington and Marc-Andre Fleury.
That would have been. I would have had a full-on raging mega boner. I want to see that.
Knocked out Binnington.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Binnington is just psychotic.
Mark Fleury's an old man.
Thank you.
He's an old man.
Yeah.
So
Binnington's a little whiny bitch.
Bennington will actually throw though.
All right, let's talk about. We'll get to that. What do we want to do in this Ducks game? We want to hit these Ducks again, Mike?
I wouldn't advise it.
I know you wouldn't.
So I only liked them because of the situation with the spot and the money, the number being +175. So I don't know if I want to get all committed to them right yet. I was thinking let's take a few minutes into this third period. That number will shoot up to around 750 if they go first 5 minutes without score. But I think it's highly likely, given the fact that it's the Islanders and they don't score much to begin with. I think it's highly likely that we do see the first 5 minutes with no goal, and then that's a +750. So
I love it.
There's a good likelihood you see 20 minutes with no goals.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is, should we even address this comment?
Oh, man. Gosh, I'm in college. He is not, though.
Yeah. There you go.
Never too old to mind your business.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wanted a fire back there. I wanted something. Boom. There we go. Man, I love this show. Hey, what's up, Cab? Hey, good luck on your bracket, by the way. I'm sure it's full of all square ass motherfuckers, but you're gonna win all of them. I know you are. You're gonna know this guy has, and I don't say this. I'm not saying this disparagingly. I find value in the smaller teams. This guy finds value in the main games. I can't do that. I can't do it. He's a special guy.
I'll tell you what, I enjoyed talking to him
Yes,
about the
sir.
bracket.
I've seen that, Andy. I'm with you.
His level of knowledge is second to none, and
It is.
the way that he can see certain games, and then he's not going to stop, get out of his lane either. If he doesn't know the team, he doesn't know the team. And what do you think? And it's.
I was just gonna say, there's two. Your man, this is perfect. Cab does two things that are. He doesn't bet games he doesn't know, and that's why you see the same teams all the time. But he pounds things into the ground until the wheels fall off, and he's right. And he's a game watcher. He's a numbers guy too, but he's more of like, I see this, I see that. He has a sixth sense. It's crazy about these teams. I don't have that. I'm being to self-realization. I can't do that. I have to do other things. So fuck, Cab, you're the man.
I almost wonder if
you don't hit the
it
like
wasn't
button.
so much work from a production perspective. If it wasn't so much work, I almost think you could put each of the team's cheerleaders on the court, and I could pick the bracket based on their cheerleaders. I think I have
because the two things they're pushing maximum density. These fatties. One is women's college basketball. I've never seen so many 5'9", 230-pound wildebeests in my life. And the second thing is these college basketball. When have these cheerleaders gotten so porky? I mean, I'm into big chicks, but get big later. Don't they talk about the freshman 12 or freshman 10 or whatever? It's a freshman 35 now, bro.
18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy.
I don't know what he said, but it was probably funny.
18 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy.
18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Bring them
No,
on.
I'm the same way. I don't have a range. It's from second one of your 18th birthday until the second before you're done. That's my range.
My only range is
Yeah,
once
I agree.
there's a
I agree.
I'm out.
We know about your stories. We offline stories. We won't say it. There you go. We're not doing that here, but that's why I like you. Yeah, UFC needs like a sloppy fat bitch division, like just like totally, just like you know what I'm talking about. That girl in Son-in-Law that mud wrestles Pauly Shore, that kind of stuff. Bro, remember when I said when you had the Daily Sesh, I said Ixnizzle needs his own show, and it's only when he gets kind of lit, and he does have his own show over on Shout Out Who Bang, and we were on it last night. But Silent Bob, I don't know Silent Bob, but maybe Jay. But Ixnizzle and Nick's roommate would be the best two people to have a show. And Nick knows.
We do have a show.
Ixnizzle and your roommate don't have a show.
Oh, okay.
Not
yeah,
you two. You two have a show. Oh, I don't know him. Yeah, no, dude, his roommate is fucking hilarious. He's every single friend I had in my 20s. Except he has a southern accent. They didn't have those.
What? They didn't have those in California?
No. Well, we had a couple.
Californian Hicks.
Well, look at me. I'm from California. People think I'm from they go all the time. People say, I asked some guy a few years ago, where do you think I'm from? He said, Oregon, Minnesota. I see that. But I'm from Orange County, baby. You should see pictures of me when I was 19 years old. I was a different looking cat. That's for sure.
Smashing all that OCS. Is that what's going on? You were part of the show?
I act well. This is the thing, I'm a big guy. I have a belly. I'm way overweight, and I drink too much and all that. But I've succumbed to my old age and my younger old age because I'm not that old, but I'm kind of old. But no, back in the day, the 20s and early 30s were a good time, and we've all got stories. But I'm okay to close that chapter of my life now. I like my dog. I like my whiskey. I like my baby carrots. I like you guys. I like sports betting, and this is the next chapter, So hopefully hopefully we all find ways to make money for years to come, because I think there's some good things coming. That's all I gotta say. Silent Bob got my live stream was like, listen, I want you motherfuckers to take a second mortgage on your house and bet the entire thing. Oh, that's funny. He probably wasn't serious, hopefully, but anyway. Where can we need another live spot here. We need to align somewhere, guys. We're not aligned tonight at all. We're all over the place.
I hit the Clippers when they were down. I got them plus 1.5. Now they're up 10. Somehow that happened real fast.
Yeah.
I like the under in that Clippers game. It's 239.
Is that me or him?
Did we lose him?
Yeah, that's him. Well, how's this USA Colombia game going? We're going back. We're getting back 10.5 rounds.
3-2. Okay, 3-2 now. Honestly, though, I know I have a bet on this game. Fuck the World Baseball Classic. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying too. I've lost every bet. Mike,
I've lost all interest. I've lost all interest
froze.
in that tournament now after Diaz tonight.
Yep.
Am I good now?
No,
Yep,
you're good now. You're good now. You're good now. You froze. We thought we lost you.
Yeah, I can care less about the World Baseball Classic now. Fuck it.
That UC Irvine spot was 144.5. It's down to 138.5 now as a live total. I'm watching the total or the game though. The side is plus 10.5 right now. They're down 10. It was plus 7 pre-flop, so
I'm waiting for a halftime, but I might get on. I'm just praying that Oregon covers by 3.5.
They're going to do that. I don't see them.
I'm going to wait to halftime.
Coming all the way back.
Gerardo.
Utah Valley up 15.
No, this is why I can't give you props and then you make here. You know, Cab, is it your birthday? We'll play your little. Here's the. You missed it. You're not on the inside of that joke, so you can't even joke about that. The Warriors can't play on the road. Yeah, they do suck. Good job, Gerardo. Funny thing. We'll talk about funny things. That cowboy clip. It was Cab's birthday a few months ago. I sent him. I said, "Hey, this is my buddy. He's one of the best cappers." Blah blah blah. And I posted it, and without watching the video, he blind retweeted it to everyone. And Cab's got a decent following, you know. And then after a while, when people said, like, Cab, what are you doing? I'm sure he got DMs about it. He unretweeted it and then posted under it, Dave, I fucking blind retweeted this. The best thing ever. Bazinga. I won that one.
Gotcha, bitch.
We love Cab. Cab is quite the. I mean, I know so many ex-athletes that are horrible cappers, absolutely awful. He's
Terrible,
like he's one of the best.
I've also heard of ex-athletes or whatever, because I've seen a few of them where like they used to be hockey players and they said, "Yeah, hockey's too difficult for me to bet on. I like football instead." Like,
oh yeah, NFL. This is the guys that say like, I don't bet baseball, but I bet NFL and I'm a winning cat. Well, yeah. Well, let's go at it, bro. You want? I mean, give me a break. It is so hard to bet NFL. I don't care what you say. It's the hardest sport. It's the most bet on sport. It's the closest line. You think that Vegas is giving out money? No, they're not looking at.
No.
When you're looking at a game like New Mexico. Now that not that one, but let's take like Fairleigh Dickinson playing whoever, or like we'll even go even further, like Niagara versus Marist.
Yeah,
the handle on that game isn't very big. The money's not big, so the books aren't paying attention to all the nuances. So that's the shit. That's the shit you slam.
IUPUI.
Well, that's why IUPUI. The lines were all season long.
All wrong. All season long. They were wrong. They kept being double-digit dogs. They improved and they kept covering.
I need to look to see what I made on them this year, but I think
they were awesome.
And I didn't, because I lost on other bets, but I think my record with IUPUI was like 10-1 or something crazy.
Yeah,
it was insane. It was like one of Mike's trends that was like, this guy woke up on the right side of the bed and then he scratched his right nut and then he went and ate Cheerios and they're on a 12-1.
Oh, I had a trend where they scratched their left nut and needed frosted flakes.
Honeycomb. Is that even a fucking cereal now?
Yes, it is. I like it.
Don't hate the player.
No.
Hate the game. You know,
No, I don't hate it at all. I love it.
You
It's
guys
my
can-
favorite.
Puck
Yeah.
drop for the
Yes,
third
look at-
period in Anaheim.
You can look at injuries. You can look at who's coming up next. You can look at how many days they've been on the road. I'll just whip some trends out. And if San Jose is playing the same night as Vegas, you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that, but that's okay. It is automated, but it's all done with an algorithm that people are paid millions and millions of dollars to do. I mean, it is very, very fast, but just because it's automated doesn't mean it's wrong. It's right on. These guys, we're dealing with billions of dollars. Like they're trust me, bro.
Did y'all see where?
We already had this conversation. It's not true. Baseball is way more profitable than football. It's not even
100%.
close.
It's not as many people bet it.
It's not as much money on it.
WWE's getting into this.
Fuck that.
That shit blew my mind. That they applied for like a license or something in Indiana.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bet on a
place.
scripted event.
Yeah,
Fucking
get
retards.
the fuck out of here.
It's
I
called
won't
the
even
UFC.
watch it.
Oh, I can only imagine there'll be 2 events before they said collusion, and that this WWE fighter has way too much money on him, make him lose.
Yeah.
Put in the
Well,
script.
we're gonna lose our. We're gonna go 1-2 today because the Memphis decided to be shitty and bench Bane because they were down 20 points. This New Mexico Utah Valley slowed down. They were on pace to do 170 points. They might hit 160. I don't think so. They have a minute left, and they're at 152.
I
need
agree
10
with Dabby Cab on that comment. First fives and team totals is all I need. That's going to be 70% of my bets this year.
It already was.
First 5 unders. Yeah, it's gonna be team totals, team total overs, full game overs, first 5 unders, team totals, and that's about it.
I
Rarely-
have a secret, but
game
not so secret on first fives, and Cab knows it. But first fives is where all the money is, and there's a way to kind of not no brain it, but there's a big help for first fives. So anyway,
for sure.
Look for the highest odds at the +0.5 and bet it in the first 5.
no. It has to do with you look at obviously what you do with first fives is you're zeroing in on the lineup and one pitcher. There's no variables, but the one pitcher part, there's a way to really dial in on that one. And that's why I like the good, like Sharpie and Cab and people that do real well with first fives and pitchers dial in on it.
I know a guy that does his first 5s, and he'll post them too, and he'll go on runs. And he'll take the +0.5. You'll know when you look at the lines before he even posts it which one he's taking, because it's the one that's -145 or -150 for the +0.5 every single time. That's all he does. Like, he'll throw some scribble in there about why this guy's better or that guy's better, but it's the same bullshit. You know exactly what he's going to play. It's like, dude, what is that? I said, you're better off just taking them even at that point. Skip the half, just go money line, and then if you push, At least you're not laying a half a unit of juice.
Yeah. Shout out Alec, he won his under. Well, that they didn't score anything in the second half. That sucks, but that's all right. Oregon cash second half or first half. So let's just try to find a live bet in that game.
Grab some anteaters back live.
It's all locked up right now, but it's locked up. What's the second? I'll look at second half bets because that's not going to be locked up. So.
I'll tell you what, Golden State Warriors +4.5. I'm already on the Clippers, and I've got them up to -3, but 4.5. This game looks like it's getting tight. It's not going to be just a knock-around slap in the face, I think. Golden State's pissed.
Cal Irvine is -0.5 point in the second half. Should we slam the hell out of that?
That was offsides.
I think it was.
Islanders goal, but we think it's offsides.
I could be wrong because I just called it at last glance, but it looked like he was.
Mike, what do you think about Cal Irvine? Both you guys, what do you think about UCI -0.5 point in the second half?
I hope so. I have them +7.5 full game, so I hope they hit.
I'm gonna put some pressure on that one. Oregon does implode recently in the second half. We're gonna go.
Your
Steph Curry's
ankle has
got-
been really right underneath the
Right underneath the shoulder.
Went to
I
minus
wish they would
115.
show it
but
from
That's why we
the
got to get it
onset
now.
of the play.
Engvall has been such a sneaky pickup for the Islanders. I really like him.
All right, Keller, UC Irvine. I don't call
It's
it.
a good goal.
They didn't
It's a
even
good
count
goal
it.
for
They didn't
4-2
even count it.
Islanders. Let's go.
All right,
Again, like I said, I could have been wrong because I just kind of caught it at half glance. But what I didn't catch half glance, it is painful to watch the fucking Ducks play hockey this year.
Yes, it is.
every year.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We need Emilio back. We need Emilio back.
Well, this year in particular, like they're just. And it's
I don't-
weird because I don't think they're the lowest team in the overall standings, but I think they could be the worst team I've seen play since potentially post lockout.
It's the Anaheim Trevor Zegerses.
Yeah, Cab, I don't know, but Oregon, even with their teams, have imploded. That's why I took Oregon first half with just cash minus 3.5. But I'm not on them full game at all. I mean, the point differential in the second half, the past 5 game has to be like negative 50. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're busting them up real good. They're up 13 points. The spread was 7. They're laying a half a score for Irvine in the second half, so they're saying 12 and a half. So they're putting 5
I love
points.
that. Should I might hit that again, actually. Nah, I don't want to get too much money on it. Maybe I should. It feels good to me. It feels good.
What's the score of this USA game?
3-2.
3-2 still. I need
I'm
over
gonna hit it.
12.
I think I'm going to hit it one more time. That's going to be my big sweat. Is the I'm going to put the game on UCI Irvine. Let's do
There
it.
you go.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah. Matt Martin. No, he's not. No. Oh, right now it's just the 4th line.
Oh, you know what though? Now when I went back to bet it, I got it at minus a half, and it was at it jumped to minus 115. Right now it's Cal Irvine minus 1.5
Oh,
at
there you
minus
go.
110. It went up a whole point. So I'm not.
For the
I'm not
second half?
getting it again. Yeah, it went up a
Really,
whole
mine went
point.
the other way. Mine went minus a half, minus 115 to minus a half, minus 110.
It's going slow. We'll watch it jump right now. Try to bet it right now. I bet you, or just see. No, I can't do that. I can't get 1 point. I can't do that. That's against my religion.
Yeah, I got it. I locked it in.
One
I'll take
one
it.
whole point within 60 seconds. 1 whole point. That means some money came down on those anteaters.
Mm,
Came down on those. No, I'm not gonna say that. Anyways.
yeah. Go UC
What-
Irvine.
We're at 36 likes. You guys are awesome. 26 people watching for this little channel. Percentage wise,
Shout out to
I just spilled booze on my computer. You mother.
Good job. That's alcohol abuse.
No, it'll dry. You know, alcohol dries.
Anybody watching this Golden State Clippers game?
Nope, I'm watching Anaheim in New York.
I don't know if it's just Steph Curry or if it's everybody on the Clippers, but they've had, I think, 4 baskets in a row where they've been laying on the ground under the basket, shooting the ball up and making it. Literally,
Right now,
it's
Warriors are
crazy.
plus
I
5.5.
I don't watch NBA games I have money on to begin with.
Plus 5.5, minus 120 for the Warriors.
As a general rule. I would have taken them at 4.5. So yeah, 5.5 sounds like a good number. I'm already on the other side, but I take the 5.5.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I think I'm going to right now.
I don't know if I want to sit here and hear you cheering for
No.
them every time they score a basket.
No, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just betting it. I put a bet in on it. But I'm gonna watch the Oregon game.
He looked behind him. He thought that went by him.
He must have fell between his pads.
He hasn't been terrible tonight. He gave up an early goal, but
Shout out to the chat. If you guys, anyone that forgot to hit the like, or if you didn't go to your burners, or didn't tell your mom, or your girl, or your boy, whatever, go hit it.
yeah, if you don't hit the like, your mom's a hoe.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm talking about moms, but
Minnesota goal 7-4. Hit that like for the pimp slap.
Fuck yeah.
There you go, dude. Are you guys pimp slaps like what? Like 2-1?
Minnesota Wild goal scored by Ryan Reeves.
All right.
Liberty! Fuck yeah! White slip! Fuck yeah! The Alamo! Fuck yeah! Band-Aid! Fuck yeah! Las Vegas! Fuck yeah! Christmas! Fuck yeah!
Christmas.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. We send that eagle over there to fist them.
Yeah. Are we talking? We're not. A fisting is an offline conversation, as we know.
I was just being patriotic.
You were just America, and it just landed somewhere, and you didn't. You were blackout and didn't even know. Mike should. Mike, you should know. Go ahead.
I was just going to say a comment there to Markel. I should be tracking. I lose motivation when I lose a game, so the streak will go 6-1 or 7-1, and then I start back over. So there's a whole bunch of 3, 4, 5 wins in a row, and then a loss. I should probably go back and tally it at some point. I bet you it's a really nice, strung together 30 game run if you look at it that way.
Deb, there's a story behind it, so you're on the outside, but I'm not. Trust me, I'm not turned on, and I wasn't turned on by the story. Yeah. No.
No, the thing that turns him on is the birthday video.
No, it does not. That's all funny games, but no.
Hell no. To the no.
We got so many clips, and we're gonna have so many more.
I need to write down my ideas. That's the problem. All right. UC Riverside, UC Irvine, Oregon. We've got going Warriors, Clippers, Baseball Classic, which I have no bets in, but
Fuck the World Baseball Classic.
It's 3-2. That under was the play when we were talking about it.
Yeah, the under looks like a lock now. Jesus Christ, I can't go.
It might even be at 9.5. It might be a good play.
You say that, but shit, we thought that the over was the lock when we were at ECU, and then they stopped scoring.
Oh yeah, it was 0-0 through 3 innings. I was like, all right, the under's looking good. It was 14.5, and then in the top of the third, they get 3 runs. The top of the fourth, they get 3 runs. The bottom of the fourth, they get 3 runs. The bottom of the fifth, they get 3 runs. They get a run the top of the sixth. Like all of a sudden, they just started scoring, and then it died.
Yeah. Oh well.
I want us moving now. UC Irvine is getting some juice. It was -110 and the -0.5. It's now -125. It moved in 2 increments, so it's getting pounded right now. I hope we're on the right side of that puppy. I whacked it again.
I want to hit it one more time. Can I get it at 110? I can't get it at that. There's no way.
In the inning, that's the loudest crowd.
I take the money line now. Fuck that.
I watched Ovi score 767.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking at that time.
Oh my god.
Now it's down to -102. So there's money coming the other way. This is crazy. This is
what on your side?
All this is moving during halftime.
On my you can get second half -0.5 point at -102. Can I get that? Should I just bet everything on that? I mean, I can't
believe our books are moving in opposite directions on the same spot.
No, it didn't. It went back to 1.5. I didn't refresh. Yeah, it's UCI money came in hard and fast.
I think this is gonna be a 5-2 final.
I think so.
What
the over would have hit in this Islanders game? The total is 5.5.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but overs in the NHL.
Yep.
Bang!
What a play.
Brock Nelson. 5-2 Islanders.
That's crazy, too.
Brock? I bet you he's got a nickname.
Big Cock Brock.
That's what happens when you play Rayford School of the Blind.
Yeah, Grit and Grind, we took the under live at 144.5. The problem now is that 76.5 coupled with 57 is only.
That's my Palmieri there. Sets him up. I love Brock Nelson. Yeah, so I had an under in the only under game tonight because I had the team total under for the Leafs at 3.5, and that game finished 2-1.
That game should have had 100 goals in it.
Hey, I'm okay with it though. In the NHL today, I had the Avalanche, the Leafs team total under 3.5. I was leaning Capitals.
I almost bet the Capitals. Didn't bet the Capitals. Of course they win. Wild and Islanders -1. So we're hopefully gonna have a really nice hockey night.
Here's a trend. Here's a big trend. Everybody likes their trends when they scratch their nuts and they take a punch in the face. The Golden State Warriors are 0-24 on the road when they're trailing after 3 quarters. Now you know. Live play.
Oh, we already bet the other side. And that's not looking good. Yeah.
I'm looking to see what I can possibly.
I stayed off that game. I lost all my NBA plays today.
All right, let's get this UCI game on. What are we doing?
The trends make the most sense in the NBA. Like the ones today with the overs and the unders. I had a Boston Celtics under end that was like 24-0-1 to the under. Snoozer of an under. If they put this number back up for the Clippers, I might just go in there. Yeah, it's -7.5. Ooh, that's tough.
I'm either firing on that or firing again on UCI. So we'll see how this works.
Yeah, I think Brandon Katz is definitely a Philly guy. Darius Slay staying in Philly. The Eagles will have.
He was talking about how fucking
again.
He was licking Embiid's balls, and
I think the Eagles take.
Is he staying in Philly though, Brandon? I heard he wasn't necessarily staying in Philly. They were going to let him go. So unless there's been some up news.
Yeah,
Clip City, baby.
And he's a Lakers fan.
That's right.
I have a bet on the other side live, and I might bet it again live again. I don't know. You see, I can still get technically it's a live bet. It's UCI plus 13.5, which is only a half point at -141 because it's up to 1.5 now. Should I lay off that? I got to bet one more bet.
Bullshit.
Warriors +7. I already have Warriors at +5.5, don't I? Yeah.
I would be inclined to take him at 7.
Yeah,
like
35 minutes ago, it says he's going to be staying with the team.
You'd be inclined to take 7? I'm going to do this. This is going to make my decision. If the line goes up, well, now it's 7.5. I have to do it. I just said I would do it. So
I would take the money line on the Clippers and just lay whatever number you have to make it put some money in your pocket. But that's not an option for me right now.
No, it's just locked up.
I don't think the Eagles will be as good as they were.
Clippers are -667. I'm not doing that.
0-24 on after down in 3 quarters. I mean, come on.
I mean, no, you're right, but I mean, I can't do that. You want to come on?
What if you parlay the Clippers with Oregon?
Don't even get me down this road. You're crazy, man.
And
oh, what happened to 28? He's wearing a full mask.
Romanov? He's always won that.
They're down 12 now, +9.5. I'm off that game. I'm going back to UCI. We're gonna bet +13.5 at -120. We're going. Went to
the no. Yeah, they are, Brandon Cass. That's what we like to see. Bunch of bitches. There you go. Oregon.
Terrible pass.
Oh, it just froze.
If you're the goaltender, 10 the goal.
Steve Dangle.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He just he's too loud for me.
Yeah.
It's on my nerve.
His voice
I'm
gets too
saying
high.
that, but I like watching the Pat McAfee show as well. So
Doesn't Steve Dangle have a shirt that says if you're the goaltender, 10 the goal?
Yeah.
It's like one of the best sayings that I've heard for hockey.
Get him out now.
Didn't bet that. Didn't get it in. Jimmy, I sent you the link.
That's the way to do it, Mally. When you hear those numbers, you got to capitalize, you know? Get those gift cards.
Parise! Islanders goal.
All right.
I was trying to put the Islanders money line in
We
that
took a small bet on him. It wasn't even big. All right. A blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes, Nick. Stop fucking celebrating against the Ducks.
Hey, congratulations on your victory against the Ducks.
I'm very
Speaking
proud.
of Orange County's finest, Jimmy G.
What up,
What's
y'all?
up, my dude?
Hey, yes.
Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, Mike? Earl? Dave?
Good, Jimmy.
How's the night been going so far?
Well, we always have a good time here. I don't know what the record.
Smiling and laughing.
Take away
We're
the
having
NBA tonight's awesome.
Right. Fuck the record. How's everything's been full of laughs, and we've been throwing the Eagles with the AK-40. With the M14.
We actually haven't been doing that enough. So we fucking need to do it, right? So where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Reebok, fuck yeah. Fake tits, fuck yeah. Sushi, fuck yeah. Taco Bell, fuck yeah. Rodeo, fuck yeah. Bed Bath and Beyond.
I know
That's my favorite one.
I know when I signed the contract with you, Dave, I said at least 3 times it has to come on while I'm on.
That was the third time, I think. But the thing I love about that one the most is Bed Bath & Beyond, the towels that are there
Are
are
USA
American flags. It's the best fucking thing ever. And this is another one that's underappreciated that people don't like, but I just like it because I like karate. Reminds me of Terry Morgan. He was on David Letterman back in the day. He goes, all I want to do is do karate and get girls pregnant.
Who said that?
Tracy Morgan on Dave Letterman. Or was it Dave? No, it was either Dave Letterman or Conan. Either one on a talk show. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Gerardo, Brandon, Malley, Equinimus.
Matt Parise, low-key, is going to
Sean.
have a season.
I can't
So,
imagine like if you were another team that got rid of
Yeah.
him, and paying him to play for the Islanders.
I could see the thinking.
Oregon at plus 10.5. That was
He's only had like his best year.
Are you waiting to pull
He's
the
glad he's
trigger,
out
or
of
you already
the
pulled the
Hamilton
trigger on that
Minnesota.
Oregon play?
So I bet Oregon first half because I saw Oregon is the better team, but they implode in the second half. It went exactly like I thought. Blew them out the first half, and I had 3.5, and then I would bet UCI second half. So I'm on UCI second half minus a half point.
If you're Anaheim,
Nice,
you'll start
nice.
to poke on the net more. So it'll look better.
I'm sweating the Clippers game. We'll just say I put a bet that's more degenerate outside of my typical unit size. So, but it's
Another
good
wild
enough.
goal 8
All
before.
Zegras is hurt.
Me too.
By the way, sorry to interrupt everyone. We're at 40 likes on this little teeny tiny stream on my teeny tiny channel. If you have a drink, grab it because we're gonna drink.
No.
Mike, I don't know. I know you do, dude. Does the Pope shit in the woods? Cheers.
I don't got a drink. I'll smoke with y'all.
Yeah, smoke it.
Hell yeah. Break out the strong stuff here. The brisk iced tea.
Drinking caffeine at 1 a.m. That's great.
That triple filtered tea, that shit'll get you. Worse than crack.
Well, now they have tea with a twisted tea. They got tea with it. That's just like Four Loko. You know what that is?
Dude, the craziest thing, yeah, I just saw basically like a monster that was infused with alcohol. Man, imagine that, dude. That's
You remember Sparks? Remember Sparks? That was like Four Loko before Four Loko. So it was Sparks. That was the worst one. And then they came out with Four Loko and it killed a bunch of people. Imagine having a heart attack drinking booze because it has so much caffeine in it. And then they backed there was the original Four Loko and then the one that came out. Well, Sparks was
You got to be drinking a fucking ton of them to have a heart attack.
well, Four Loko was like remember the drink Jolt? You remember that with all the caffeine? It was like a Jolt, and it was a plus 6% booze. So it was like the worst thing, and kids were drinking them and dying, and they outlawed them. But Four Lokos back in the day were fucked. I mean, I can handle my booze, but I drink 2 tall cans of Four Loko, and I was lit. Like,
do you remember the old Jack Daniels ones that they came out with for a little bit?
I do, but it was nothing like Four Loko, brother.
No, it wasn't. But I was at a party one night, and I decided that I would have the bright idea of putting one of those in a beer funnel.
Mistakes.
Yeah, no, that sounds like you. So I was just about to say, it's just so funny. We're the same person in a different life. I used to play. So there was this one time we were playing beer pong. We played 3 matches of beer pong, and me and my partner won every one. Then we started playing beer pong with tequila. So tequila was in the beer pong, and then we did that for 2 rounds, and I just about died. Like 3 rounds of beer pong, and then beer pong with tequila. That's like 18 shots of
Good God.
tequila. Yeah.
We used to do it with pure Appalachian moonshine. That was my favorite.
I knew you'd want on me because of your fisting story, but that's definitely fucking. He's got one, Mike. It's crazy.
Hey, You know when you tell somebody to get loose, they never know how you're gonna take it.
Ducks goal.
Oh, we have a comeback? Comeback. You say
right.
think
They better
so.
not come
Comeback.
We're working on a Bedard.
There's always a Kim Kardashian in the fray.
We need to stop winning every time.
I was going to say earlier, I was watching an interview. It was Connor Bernard and his mother, who's smoking, by the way. I don't know if you guys have seen her or not, but she's fucking.
Oh no, she smokes reefer.
And
She's smoking like hot.
Bernard there. And they were talking about his diet, and they said that kid's never eaten fast food in his life. She said he's never been to McDonald's once in his life. She said, there'll probably be a time when he does, but he recognizes the importance of putting the right things in his body to keep himself fresh. And
Connor Bedard, you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, they're basically raising the Tom Brady of because Tom Brady's the same way with food. You know.
Wait till he has his first chicken nugget.
I wouldn't love to see it because I don't wish this on anyone, but it would be so funny for this guy to be the most touted NHL prospect of all time,
Connor McDavid,
and them too, and fall flat on his face.
And then become Brandon Fraser in the whale because he likes his fucking McDonald's when he's on the road.
Nothing wrong with getting fat when you're old.
Did y'all see that thing about Jacob Chikrin's diet? Where he was talking about he just eats like raw meat, raw liver. He's all
this raw liver thing scares me. I don't know what that's about.
Here's the funny thing about that. He has never played 70 games in a season. Phil Kessel is the fucking Iron Man of the NHL, and he's just fucking pounding hot dogs.
He's a hot dog.
Obi's on the bench drinking Cokes.
John Daly. That's all I got to say. John Daly.
Oh,
He said, John Daly said, I hate water. He said, how do you hydrate yourself? I drink 20 Diet Cokes a day.
I am convinced that John Daly, this is why I believe in Christianity, because I believe when John Daly was born, Christ came back.
Yep. So funny. So I'm friends with there's this bikini bar in Costa Mesa, and I'm friends with the bartender there. And she just John Daly showed up randomly today and took a picture with her, and she sent it to me. And he looks like Santa, but that guy, you know, he's had like 7 wives or 5 wives. He fucks, and he's a fat, ugly bastard. But you know what? Shout out that helps all us fat guys. We can get hot chicks too. Trust me.
Hell
So-
yeah, line. Dad bods are in.
It's not even dad
You ever
bods. We're talking about fucking grandpa bods.
Do you ever see him when he goes to the casinos in Vegas when he's on the golf tournaments out by Vegas, and he'll get cut on the weekend on a Friday, and he'll fly out to Vegas, and you'll see him there on Saturday and Sunday, just inserting coin after coin into the slots. The guy loves the slots.
He's a major in his book, or if you've seen an interview, he's lost so much gambling, it's not even funny. Like he's a
Yeah,
degenerate.
I think he said he does like 10K per thing on the slot.
Yeah, he's big time. But shout out to doing whatever the fuck you want to do. shout out to being American.
Right.
You don't. I mean, come on.
How does he even have that much money? It wasn't even that good.
Well, he probably, who knows? But we don't negotiate with terrorists around here.
With the whips.
John
You
Daly.
wouldn't need the whips if, in my envision of that eagle, wouldn't need them.
It's true. He just karate chop him.
Eagle's got them 2 guns.
The Eagle's a man of mystery. He can attack and kill you in many ways.
8-4 in that fucking wild game. You got to be kidding me.
Beautiful thing.
Well, I win half a unit, but what do I care? They're down. Fuck them.
I was stupid.
Right in the butthole.
And then after I bet it, I was like, oh, that's kind of a big bet.
Are the Ducks pulling their goalie now? I don't think so. Right?
No.
That's
They don't give a fuck.
plus 350. There's no line there.
I advise you not to touch the Ducks. I told you.
No, I bet a quarter unit on them, bro. It was nothing.
Yeah, I just had a little sprinkle on it too.
No, it was
Okay.
nothing.
I just want to say I advise you not to.
Well, Dave was talking about the live betting and stuff on it, and I was like, I don't think I would do that. I always think it was a positional play. Positional being
So over 8.5, the under 8.5 in the USA Columbia in the top of the 7th is minus 149.
Yeah, that was a stupid bet. The over in that USA game. Fuck the World Baseball
I'm
Classic.
thinking about laying some juice on the under. I don't know. How many outs are there? I'm looking at the game.
Not even watching it.
Yeah, it's all locked up now, which means
They're fucking do a better job of not playing a side and the total.
yeah, I can't mix them.
You can get them both. It's hard enough to get one. You can get them both.
If I play a side in a total, it's only an over.
So now it went down to 7.5. The under 7.5 in USA Colombia is plus 100. So no more than two runs. I'm on it. I'll do accordion it. Whatever. Let's do it.
Islanders is final. 6-3 winner.
There you go.
Nice
Now I
victory.
just need the Wild to hold on to a 4-goal lead to complete an NHL sweep tonight.
Really showed those Ducks who's boss.
It locked me out. Maybe it doesn't want me to bet the World Baseball Classic because I can't win a bet. It locked me out.
Fine. Stay the fuck
Went
with
back
it.
up to 8.5, which means someone's on base probably.
Question is though, who's on first?
Yeah, that is the question. Wild Blues.
Jimmy, so you had the day off today? You got hustling and grinding, Jimmy?
Huh?
Did you say you had the day off today or grinding?
I had the work day off and I was grinding. I you know what? I couldn't even tell you what I was on. I was super degening. This is, we're going to speak off since we're on live. This is something else. I was doing a lot of Euro basketball. I was doing a lot of
ready to degen all day
Korean
tomorrow and it starts
basketball.
at 12. And
Yeah, no, I'm definitely ready. But let's just say that my show last night that ended up hot. I woke up in the morning. I put a bet while I was sleeping for like $400. I lost that, and then I'm up like about 1,400 since then. So it's been a very good 48 hours.
So let's talk about your
So-
show yesterday. We closed it out. We ended up winning a lot, but between you and me, we were up like $1,300 or $1,400 on the live. And one of the thing was that shark. Remember, I said when the Sharks play. This is Mike's thing. When the Sharks play the same night as VGK, you take the team that's playing the Sharks. Remember, we hit the Blue Jackets. That's Mike. Yeah. That's Mike's trend, bro. That's
okay.
Yeah, that's his.
Nice.
Yes, that game won $600
season, right? You said that's been all season, right? 100%.
Ask him. He knows.
I think it's like 1 in 18 or 1 in 19 right now.
Okay,
It's been
damn near,
that consistent. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. It was like 1 in 14 or 1 in 12, and we were laughing about it. Nick was laughing at me. I said, we'll see. And then they went on a run. So
the most
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the logic. There's no logic behind it. It's just I can't get on this bet worth nothing. I'm fucking.
You guys laughed at me when I pimp slapped it. Nick's like, I know why you pimp slapped that play.
Oh yeah, because they're playing on the same day as the Golden Knights.
There's a savings goal.
There's no logic in a sense of capable information, but it's correlates. There's a certain reason why maybe you'd bet a team on Thursdays only. It's just if it's been working all season. Why the hell are you going to ask why it works?
All right, finally, I got the under.
Certain teams plays on it. Like
I'm in the under 7.5 on the USA Colombia game. They can only score 2 goals with
2 runs.
Goals, runs. Just see where my mind's at. Are you taking off?
Yeah, I gotta go get cussed out.
All right.
I was supposed to be on a phone call about an hour ago.
There you go. Double fisting.
Yep, double fisting. That's probably why she wanted to make the phone call.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Y'all fellas have a good night.
You too.
All right, have a good one.
All right, I'll be right back. I need to visit the restroom.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. 8-5 now in this game between the Cardinals and the Twins. I mean the Blues and the Wild.
Yeah, I was solely wrong on that game. I had captain for the under.
We almost had a goalie fight. Did you see that? We
No,
almost had a goalie
no.
fight with Fleury and Bennington.
Oh, really?
That would have been fucking awesome.
I've been running around until like this past hour, so I got to go back and check it out. What was it, at first period or second period? What happened? What was the whole reason behind the goalie fight?
Wild scored a goal. Bennington had a little hissy fit. He went and pushed one of the players who scored the goal. They got in a little bit of a tussle. He tried acting tough, and Fleury came down trying to challenge him.
Okay.
See, I really loved the Blues last year. Last year, the Blues were my team. I was riding with them. I had cup futures. I love that team. They made me so much money. This year, they fucking suck, and I faded the fuck out of them and made money doing it.
Yeah, I know that. You know what they suck. But you know what I realized is after they got rid of O'Reilly, I feel that they are definitely hitting a lot more team total overs.
Because he was a good two-way center.
Right, and I think it's just the ice has opened up more. They're not thinking about being as defensive, you know what I mean? So they're not thinking about winning games necessarily. It's just go out there.
Out there trying to earn a roster spot.
Right, and they're each still individually trying to make sure that they're still good for the team. So I'd have to look at the record of what it was since after the trade for the team total over for the Blues, but I would say I'm pretty sure that's a winning bet so far in the second half of the season, especially against crap teams. Your Sharks and your Blue Jackets and Ducks. I'm excited. Jersey's been looking pretty good. We'll see if they can break through and actually, obviously playoffs is a different story. But man,
I think the Devils can beat the Rangers. I truly do.
Oh yeah, no, I think they can beat the Rangers too. But can they beat the Bruins?
Do they bounce back tomorrow? Is the question, because they're minus 125 tomorrow against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who they just lost 4-1 to. I'm thinking a little bit of going back to the Devils here.
Like a revenge angle, right? I mean, because they got shellacked, and I honestly, I had money on the Devils, even though
me too. I had the Devils last game, and I'm probably going to go back to them again.
Tampa had got shellacked. Tampa.
Yeah, I should have read that more as a Tampa spot. I don't know why.
Wasn't Tampa getting off like a shutout, or there was like multiple shutouts, or I forgot something like that.
Beat bad. They've been bad as of late. Maybe this is the part of the year where all of a sudden they give a fuck about hockey again.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, in this part of the season, honestly, we got only a couple games left. It's not really, by this point, you should kind of have an idea of who you're really making a lot of money off of. So I'm really trying to stick to keep fading the Flames from here on out. That's still they're this season's, darling. That's people still continue. They're going to bounce back, and just and I looked at the information. I looked at how many shots they're taking compared to the actual puck luck, and they're being aggressive. It's not that they're not being aggressive, but it's just
their problem is they like shooting. They don't like picking a corner to shoot at. They like right the chest of the goaltender. They like shooting it right there.
Right. They're playing on their own individual playmaking skills. They don't have any trap plays or setup plays. They're not really playing like as an actual team to be able, to take advantage.
They like winning the expected goal battle. I've seen that a million times this year. They just can't win actual games.
Exactly. I think they're like third or fourth in the league in actual shots taken. So yeah, they're always going to win the expected. Yeah, but man, I'm telling you, get on fading them. Get on fading them. And I know Bruins are still a high number, but
I think the Bruins are a team where if you start tomorrow and bet against them every single game the rest of the season, you will make money.
Betting against
Bruins?
Betting against the Bruins. Because here's the thing. Do they give a fuck? They're up 12 points for the President's Trophy? They've already got a playoff spot clinched, and their division, nobody's catching them. So
right.
Do they care? That's the ultimate question. Do they care? And I think the answer, and we saw this against Chicago, and it was a resounding no. But they're still going to be priced really big because they're the fucking Bruins, and they're the best record in hockey. So You're going to get great prices fading them. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I mean, you could probably bet against them for the rest of the season and make money.
Well, I'll tell you this. I updated a little bit of my information. I'm still barely doing it. But when it comes to like the return on investment, from February 23rd to an update from today. I know the Bruins, if you bet them every day $100 or whatever the money line was, you'd be up $2,100. But right now you're back down about $1,875. The teams that are currently been still trending up from February in terms of return on investment is the Kraken and the Devils. The Kraken initially were a plus 885 so far throughout the season, and now they're almost at 1,000 return on investment. And then the Devils are plus 870 in February, and then they're up to almost 1,100. So those are the teams that are trending up.
And there's another team here that a lot of people don't have the balls to bet, but this team randomly is the fourth most profitable team in hockey. If you look at covers, their money stats.
Who's that?
Any guesses? The Canadiens.
Yep.
Fucking
and you know what?
Canadiens.
You're right.
Well,
I don't have the balls to bet them. They're just
I
so.
almost bet them yesterday against Pittsburgh, and of course I didn't.
They got so many people out. I don't know how. I don't know how they're doing it.
I don't know how they keep doing it, but they do. If they're healthy next year, I'm gonna look to bet like preseason. I'm gonna look to bet their point total over.
Right.
I think I read the other day the number one most profitable team in the NHL since the All-Star break. You guys know who that one is?
Since the All-Star break?
The Red Wings.
Yeah.
Wild.
No.
The Jets.
Coyotes. Blackhawks.
Yep. Coyotes. Yep.
The Coyotes? Nice. They've been nice.
The old Desert Dogs.
I love them.
Because if you hit one of their games in the money line, it's good for 3 games. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And people laugh at me for betting shit teams. That's why I bet shit teams. Because they win once for me, I'm good for 3 games.
I don't laugh at you. You know I don't laugh at that.
No.
Well, it's like baseball. You're not going to go 0-150.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Baseball, everybody wins 60 games, lose 60 games. It's what you do at the other 40.
Yeah.
In baseball, if you can't find money line dogs to bet, you can't win.
You're not capping it right.
Right, you're not capping. And you know what? It's just like hockey. It's like, you know what? If I were to take 3 weeks away from this and do a vacation and kind of just start seeing it, even though I have some of the information, I wouldn't know what the sharp spots would be necessarily if I wasn't keeping track. But, if you're watching after a couple of days, give it about a good week or 2 weeks, let the season go in, and then I'm sure that, it's easy to figure out spots. Not going to hit all the time, obviously, but just have a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, Minnesota Wild cash for us. It's official.
Fuck yeah, let's sweep the board in the NHL tonight. 4-0.
We're done.
Nice.
It's official. We're done. We're good.
Done. Fuck yeah.
All right. Which one do we want? I'll
I'll
give you your one.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
That's right. Shit means something to me.
Why are you yelling at me?
Whatever, make me a bicycle, clown.
I will make you a bicycle. Cheers.
So 2 minutes in
By
that
the way,
Clip
we've
City
got,
game. Nice hit.
40 likes. We still have 40 likes.
For a 4-game slate, my views were spot on today, and my only game I didn't bet, I would have won it as well. So about that team from Montreal, they're plus 305 tomorrow in Florida against the Panthers. I probably am going to pull the trigger on them.
There you go. Good luck.
I think they should be 200, not 300, according to my numbers. So I'm going to take a shot with them. I'm going to take a shot with the Pittsburgh Penguins at plus 121.
I don't mind against the Panthers as a 3-1.
Panthers are so fucking inconsistent this year.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Plus 305. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm running my numbers right now. Grabbing plays.
This Clippers game is like right on the fringe where the Golden State could just make it something here. I hope they don't, but Jesus, close.
I know.
They're up 13 with.
It's like they get within 5 and then they open up, and then they get within 5 and then they open.
Yeah, I bet Golden State at plus 5.5. I almost took them at 7 again, but thank God I didn't.
Like I said, I've been doing so good this past 48 hours. Normally I wouldn't be sweating it, but then I just decided to ultra press it. So this is a important footstep.
At what number?
I ended up taking it just money line. I got a bad odds. I got minus 170, but we'll just say I got more than 1K on it. So
there you go.
So it's just, you know,
I'm with you.
When it's that much
look at
money, it's a sweat no matter how much they're up until it's done, you know?
Until it's over.
Right.
What 50% boost? Well,
Sleep mode is
depends on the game. What game are you talking about?
Mally Mouse said he's been pounding Clippers since Pimp Slap gave out that trend.
Yeah.
That's what's
Pimp
up.
Slap has been on the Clippers a lot this year.
That's not true.
Every one of your those
With the live
crazy
streams, I
over
could
bets,
imagine, right?
The
No?
triple
Oh, the
spots.
triple overs. Yeah. I forgot about
There's been a few of those. Yeah, the trifecta over
for
spots.
the, for the Clippers,
Yeah.
which for me the Clippers are an under team, but
There's only one game I can recall it being a spot was in Toronto, and both teams were on a super trend of the under, and they went over by like 45 points, and it was like it was over by halfway through the third quarter. The total was over. It was crazy.
I remember that.
This hockey slate looks awesome tomorrow.
What do we got? I honestly haven't even capped.
There's so much going on tomorrow that it's almost shut me down to the point where I don't even want to look. I'm gonna have to take it like segment by segment so I don't burn myself out. You know.
UCI needs to come back here. We need some love. We got the first half. We need the second half the other way.
Well, you already know that you're gonna have to slide a unit on the Kraken. That's easy. That's an easy call.
Hey guys, but no shit. Real talk though. If you've been doing this for quite a while, I would definitely take a little bit of time to try to learn a little bit about the EuroLeague and all these like sub-level caliber basketball players, because it is pretty much their top scorer will be like somebody that's coming out the league or was a journeyman or has just been traveling across different countries, and then you'll find that the gaps between the teams are much greater, so, and at the same time, because people aren't looking at it, it's not as sharp, so you might get a team that's 14-2, 14-3 at the house, and the money line is only like minus 170. So I've been cashing with it. That's the only reason I decided it made sense to say that today.
Yeah, I dabble around with the EuroLeagues. I'll get in there a little bit, just because of the time for me. The window that the time is early enough that there's nothing else going on. So I find a lot of great live betting opportunities because the swings are that much more volatile. Where a team will be minus 6 or 7, they'll end up going down by 10, and then they come back and they still cover the damn original spread. And it's like it's a white knuckle job for sure.
Yeah,
that's why I like Arizona in the tournament, because they've got 6 or 7 European players like Lithuania, Estonia, and their whole thing is we're tall, we're pale, and we play fast offense, and we score a lot of points. It's Luka, it's Porzingis, it's those. So that's why Arizona, I think, is going to go to the final with Houston, and Houston's going to win.
I hope so. I'm bringing my Houston shirt to Pug too, so. I'm rocking the Houston colors.
I wouldn't mind seeing an American Conference team win it.
So
that'll help the conference. Huh?
People say Sasser's hurt. I know he had a groin injury, but how is he not going to play?
Colgate's in play tomorrow. Let's go Colgate.
Colgate money line.
Colgate is in play. That's true. That is the powerhouse.
Outright.
All right, guys. The second half is tied 23 at the half between Oregon and UC Irvine. Is this the time where we double up on Oregon and take that minus 12.5?
Nope.
Or you think
I'm on UCI I'm on UCI in second half.
You're on UCI in second half, okay?
Yeah, I'm in the same spot. I've got the under 144.5 live, and I took that second half minus a half against my better judgment because my line was more attractive than Dave's, so I felt like, I'll take a shot at it. Maybe mine just hasn't moved yet. So
you're getting a discount.
Yeah,
hey, I feel that. I do that all the time when I'm talking to Sniz. I'm like, oh, you got that? I got this, man. I'm locking it in.
I got a point and some change on it too. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll take that. I guess they made that attractive enough. I'll buy it.
Mally Mal said Houston just to make the Final Four is plus 280. That's nice.
It
I like
is.
that. It's.
Or did
I
you
mean,
get
they're.
that? You got. I mean,
Well,
What book?
that region's not very good.
well,
They got a relatively easier region. I
Well, the
mean,
they did,
easiest
but
region is the
Houston
Duke
with
region.
Sasser. Houston with Sasser it's Houston and everyone else. If Sasser's there, if Sasser's not there, there's still a Final Four team. That's
he
why
got it back
they're
in
so
November. Good shit, man. Good shit.
good. Yeah.
All
Sasser.
right, 30 seconds from cashing that clip.
I don't know.
All right.
By the time it gets to Final Four, it's all favorites.
Yeah. So I've locked in 6 NHL plays for tomorrow. Montreal Canadiens plus 305. Fuck it. Pittsburgh Penguins plus 121. New Jersey Devils minus 125. Dallas Stars plus 118. Jets Bruins under 6 plus 102. Flames Golden Knights over 6 minus 115.
Mally Mal said he got that number back in November, so that's hard work. That's long gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I thought I saw that at like plus 140.
I mean, look, who's the best? It's either Alabama or Houston for the best number 1 seed, and then it's Purdue or Kansas. I think it's Kansas is the worst one because Purdue won their tournament. Kansas didn't.
I think Purdue is worse.
But they didn't win their tournament. They won their tournament. Kansas didn't win their tournament. Kansas didn't win their tournament, bro.
Okay.
Penn State played 4 games in a row and ran out of gas and still almost beat them.
The Big 12 is way better than the Big 10.
Well, Purdue has probably the top 3 player in the country, and then defense, and that's it. But Kansas is. I think Kansas will not be a Final Four team. I mean,
Let's
that's
go,
crazy.
baby. Little
No,
golf.
the committee. I was gonna say the committee fucked Kansas because they put.
He was gonna try it, didn't he?
Wait,
We got it. We got the Clippers. We cashed it. We're good. Little golf clap. I didn't want to make it too big of a deal because I didn't give it on the show, but
No, you got it. Good job. He got it.
The path to the finals continues, as they are gonna say over and over and over again tomorrow. I would consider myself right now in like the Elite 8, so we just got to keep pressing it. And what can you do?
We're sweating out this UCI game.
Yeah.
That's the last sweat. And I'm sweating out this USA baseball under, which who knows how that's going to go.
That's gonna.
Brandon, I agree with you. VCU, my best bet of the entire first round is VCU to win outright against St. Mary's. It's not square at all, dummy.
It is the most public dog of the entire tournament.
St. Mary's is a very public play there.
No, it isn't.
Okay, look at money and handle right now. Go ahead.
I have VCU advancing in one of my brackets, Brandon.
I was gonna say, I think if I looked at
I love
it,
UConn too.
I think I saw that. What was it? Let's see.
Wow, UCI needs to take better shots, or we're gonna get
34.5% of the people on ESPN Bracket Challenge have VCU advancing, which is
34.
Which is 34.5, which is the highest for a double-digit seed that's not a 10 seed. Because obviously Utah State, Boise State, Penn State, and USC are the highest percentage for people picking double-digit seeds. Then it's
So
VCU
2/3 of the people are on. 2/3 of the people are on St. Mary's.
But that's just because it's a 5. I mean, they're a favorite.
Okay.
But yeah. No, but when
By
you
the way,
compare-
don't go to ESPN because ESPN are a bunch of fucking dummies that don't know. Go to the handle and the tickets for the bets.
All right, let's find what that is. College basketball.
Fucking and then Oregon scores. UCI, you need to score it. Stop shooting threes and shit. Oh, and then you traveled. That's nice.
I've already marked it a loser and moved on.
Well, I'm on a different bet than you are. I'm way live.
Where is this game?
We're down to 17. They need.
Where is this mother?
Come on, UC Irvine. I can't believe Oregon.
I agree with that too.
court.
Well, at least you know maybe the motivational factor for Oregon moving on for this tournament is there. I know a lot of people were wondering.
People care.
Well, I don't think a lot of those UC schools are any good. No disrespect to anybody that does, but Irvine, Riverside,
UCLA is not pretty bad. Not that
well,
bad.
UCLA is the only one. The rest of them are all living off of the UCLA fan glory.
I you know what, Mike? As a California native, I would have to agree with you.
I agree with you too. They're really, really
In
bad.
basketball, yeah. Besides UCLA, I mean, you have your spurts, right? You know, here and there, but
God damn, you're gonna get.
Yeah, UC Irvine's 23-11, but they played UC Riverside 22 times. So it's like you got Long Beach mixed in there, maybe.
Your spurts, Kawhi Leonard came from San Diego, so San Diego State. So you do have legends that come from
San Diego State's. Yeah, San Diego State's not really. I don't know. I guess you guys are more of the aficionados on that than I am. I'm just calling it as I see it.
Horrible.
No, I'm not vouching for the team or the college. I'm just saying that I'm just saying they made an NBA player out of there. So at least it's not too bad. We're not no Carolina Southern or ECU.
Or Eastern Carolina.
Yeah, the Pirates.
There's no Eastern Carolina. That's a trick question.
Or even worse, we're not no freaking Austin P. Murray State, obviously they had their Ja Morant, but they're also pretty much small school. That's pretty much all you.
Gosh, UC Irvine's plus 21.5 right now. What a
fuck! See, I should have taken that.
We're getting fucked. This is absolutely horrible.
Over.
Oh well, I didn't want to go against you guys. Let's get it, baby. We still got plenty of time. 5-6 left.
Well, I got UC Irvine at plus 13.5, or half a point. That's what that was. Oh. We're just not making shots.
I don't know why I went on UC Irvine.
62.
I think it was the motivation for Oregon. I kept thinking, who the hell's playing for Oregon? I didn't realize Oregon was the number 1 seed too. That's not that that means much in the NIT, but
means absolutely nothing. The number 1 seed fell with Rutgers.
Game over.
It's like being the best looking guy invited to the shitty
game
party.
over. They just sunk a 3. Game over.
Like, does it really matter? Are you gonna brag to anybody about it?
I don't know. Hell yeah, we made the NIT. That's why you see little baby schools like North Carolina say, "No, we're too good for the NIT. We pass."
some schools just need to shut it down though. Like their program's in turmoil, or they're reeling from a bad end of the season, and they're changing up coaches. There's no sense in prolonging the thing. Just save the expense and cut the cord. UC Irvine maybe should have thought about that. I don't know what's going on out there. Oregon, 19-14.
You got to be kidding me. They drive
I like Oregon too.
Stupid pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
There he goes again.
They're fucking hurting the brakes out of it.
You're right into the basket. You miss a layup, and then you turn the ball over. Yeah, now they're putting on their all. Everyone on UCI's team now is under 6 foot. That's great.
So what you're saying is we should press the Oregon minus 21.5?
No, I'm saying fuck them. That's what I'm saying.
Oral Roberts is currently trending on Twitter.
Well, that's a good sign.
Literally, there's a bunch of fucking midgets.
Are you on Duke?
And Oregon's still shooting threes with their starters.
I don't know how I must be the only guy that watched some of these teams this year, because I don't know how anybody's saying anything about Oral Roberts. They play sloppy ball. They're gonna take out Duke, who's been fired, right, or firing hot. No way.
They could it could be a sexy first half, maybe, right? And then Duke comes out and blasts them.
Yeah, I think Duke wins by double digits. So.
Yeah. Maybe that's really the in between, because I feel like
that's one of my favorite plays of the entire first round is laying the points with Duke.
Okay, nice.
I got a Duke 3-13 against the spread spot though, so it'll be interesting. And then a 12-18 and 2 spot. So I don't know that Duke beats the brakes off. People are advancing Oral Roberts. I think they're advancing Oral Roberts based off of previous year's performances. You can't do that.
Don't mind my
dangerous way
dumb
to-
question. What time does the tournament start tomorrow?
12:15
12:15 Pacific?
Eastern. Normal time, Eastern.
So 9. When
9
the
weird
normal
time,
people
yeah.
wake up. Yeah.
Shit, I couldn't imagine.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
this. I've lived in both coasts. It just depends what you like. If you're a football person, there's nothing better than living in the West Coast. You get to wake up and everything's on. You catch all the late games. You don't have to stay up till midnight to catch Sunday night football. But if you're early birds and you guys are pretty much doing stock market stuff or getting in early, so just whatever preference is.
I find when they're playing out in London or Germany or wherever they're playing, I find those games are a little too early for me. 9 a.m., especially after watching all Saturday. I'm watching till 2 a.m. on Saturday. It's hard for me to get up after the alcohol consumption I get into. It's hard for me to get up on Sunday, fire away, and it's a shit game on top of it. So my motivation's super low to see it to begin with. 9 a.m.
Yeah,
though, that's the equivalence, right? I equate that to you guys out there. When you've got the 1 o'clock start, that's 10, right? That's 10 of your time.
Yeah, those European games are like 6 in the morning or something like that. Kickoff. So I never see it, even if it's my own team. I think I did it like when it was first a thing, but I haven't watched a game that early, especially when I could just get up and watch a whole complete game and highlighted clips on YouTube for 13, 14 minutes and save my sleep.
Right. Most of those games are not relevant till the end anyways.
Exactly.
It seems like those fourth quarter comebacks are more in play than not.
Or like most of us, I'm sure we just wake up and then just turn on our phones and see where our fantasy players are at, and then you just see where the score's at there before you even see the video for YouTube.
Fucking UC Irvine. I would have been good if I didn't play that second half number.
Yeah, ditto.
Shit bags. At least they got the under.
I don't think I've ever seen
It's not even done yet.
a second half number jump up 1 point so quick. It was within 45 seconds it went from -0.5 to -1.5. It's crazy.
Yeah, the fact that mine went the opposite direction, I fell into the trap of thinking I was getting a discount.
Yeah.
That trumped my decision making. Who was that first game around? Do we know? We got
West Virginia and Maryland.
West Virginia.
West
Against,
Virginia by
the
double digits.
Against the Terrapins.
Yeah. Give me the Volunteers there. Or the Mountaineers, my bad. Mountaineers there.
We like Furman versus Virginia, right? We like that upset?
No.
No? Okay, we like Virginia.
You know,
In fact,
who does like that?
I think that might be the smash spot for Virginia of the century.
I think Virginia wins that by 15 plus. Like, I think that's a blowout. That's also another one where I heard going into the tournament, and this continued through so far the first couple of days, whatever, since the bracket's been released. I scroll through TikTok a lot, and I keep seeing videos. These are the teams I like to pull the upset. These are the teams I like to pull the upset. Charleston, Furman, Oral Roberts, and VCU. Those are the 4 teams I've heard the most of, and Kent State's in there too, but I actually like Kent State. But those are the top 4 teams I've heard that everybody on TikTok, everybody on Twitter, these 4 teams are going to pull the upsets off. Maybe one.
So one of the biggest, as I look through my numbers here, one of the biggest trend spots I have is 42, 38, and 4 against the spread. And 5 teams fall into the formula there tomorrow. Oral Roberts, Auburn, VCU, USC, and NC State. I don't know if it's tomorrow, just 5 teams that fall into the formula.
VCU and USC, there you go.
I have one of those teams. I have NC State.
16 games tomorrow. There has to be, I would say, at least 4 upsets. There has to be at least 4 upsets. I'd say 25% of the bracket's going to go in is going to be dogs.
I think Maryland upsets VCU or West Virginia. I'm on the
Gotta
opposite
find
side.
those
I'm on that with you, Mike. I think Maryland is my pick.
Maryland upset.
Big Ten teams.
I like that idea that it's the very first game. The very first game, I feel they would, the
Fuck up some brackets early.
Give you
the
a
bracket
gift with
people
Maryland,
would
who's a
write it
much
up
better
like that.
record.
Oh, we started off the madness with the upset. Make sure you watch all day. Like you guys got to think also the
All right,
corporate
so-
side of that.
so I have-
Yeah, of course.
I have 3 underdogs that I think win outright tomorrow at the moment, and then there's 3 that I took points with that I'm not going to sprinkle money lines because they're kind of ridiculous. Iowa, I have Iowa even money. I have Colgate. Yeah, Colgate $7, Louisiana Lafayette $5. I like those 3 that I actually have money lines on. Other dogs that I bet that I did not sprinkle money lines on: Princeton, North Carolina, UNC Ash, and Howard.
I was saying it's
Other
too
than
bad
that,
that
I've got a lot of
Princeton. It's too bad Princeton got the Arizona draw, because if they could just get through that first, I wouldn't mind seeing them play Arizona in the second or
You're
third.
talking about money line winners or spread winners. You're taking 2 16 seeds to money line.
No, spread. No, and no, only 1 16 seed, Howard, plus 21. Did not take the money line, not even
Well,
looking.
UNC Asheville's number 2 seed. It's against
Asheville is a 15 seed, and so is Princeton. Those are my other 2. I did bet the money line on 1 15 seed, and it's obviously the Raiders of Colgate. We're gonna ride a little Colgate through this tournament because they're gonna win multiple games, maybe.
You guys are on crack.
No, I think they win tomorrow, but I think Tamu gets to them in the second round. I think Tamu makes a run to the Sweet 16. But yeah, I'm betting every game of the tournament. That's what I'm kind of experimenting with here. West Virginia, Utah State, Howard, San Diego State, Princeton, Arkansas, Iowa, Duke, Colgate, Northwestern, Houston, Louisiana, Tamu, UNCA. That's what I'm on.
Well, Oregon beat the brakes off UCI. I should have gone a full game. But second half bet just canceled out the first half bet.
I should have just listened to your angry response to if I should bet it and just bet it. Oh man, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, I got the under in that World Baseball Classic, but who gives
There
a
you go.
shit about that?
Fuck the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Takes away the best reliever in baseball for this season.
I can't. That's really bad. Really bad.
The season hasn't even started. I'm depressed about the Mets already. Most electric, exciting relief pitchers to watch in baseball, and he's gonna be out now because of a meaningless fucking tournament.
Well, the best thing about him is his song.
No, it's that. That's
You won't even get to hear the song.
Fucking awesome.
Here's some confidence for the West Virginia backers to start the day off tomorrow. The line opened at a -2. It's at a -2. 69% of the bets and 75% of the money are on the West Virginia -2 number, and it has not moved.
I'm on the Maryland side. Let's do it.
Are you saying that's a Maryland thing now? I'll start.
I
the
said
run.
Maryland before I bet it. I haven't bet it yet. It's Maryland gets out of the first round and loses second. Either of those teams are not going anywhere. Fuck them.
The understatement had the action too. It went from 140.5 to 137.5, and 74% of the bets, 93% of the money are on the under too. So a 3-point move to the under there. Money line really didn't move. 50. Here you go for Virginia backers. Line open at 5.5. It's still at 5.5. 59% of the money and 86%. I'm sorry, 59% of the bets and 86% of the money are on Furman. And
they're both dog. They're
and
showing
it's
no
not-
fear to that. No fear, none at all.
Go ahead, take Furman. Here, in fact, we'll give you a +6. How you like that?
Yeah, we'll make it even nicer for you now. Virginia by double digits.
I might
double down and take first half.
I might money line those bitches. Not money line, parlay them. Maryland and fucking Virginia. Those seem like
when you guys are capping these college basketball teams, and since this is considered a neutral site, do you consider that like as a big advantage for teams that don't have neutral?
Well, you also gotta take a look at where it's located, because
you guys
like
care
for
about
West Virginia, Maryland, it's in Birmingham. So if you think about it, it's closer for West Virginia fans to travel there than it is for Maryland fans.
I don't even think about that. People say that
Just
it's
in
usually
general.
late the games in Vegas or something.
Not even March Madness, right? You have Aloha Invitational.
It's an away game for both teams. That's how I
Yes.
see it.
Of course.
That's why I don't like Indiana. I know Mike does, but Indiana on the road sucks.
Oh, I love Kent State. Kent State's one of my favorite dogs.
Penn State?
Penn State's one of my favorites. I agree with that.
Yeah, looking at moneyline dogs for day 2, I'm gonna have more dogs on day 2 than day 1. With Vermont plus the points outright, probably Pittsburgh plus the points outright. I'm looking at that a little bit. NC State plus the points and outright. Providence plus the points and outright. Drake the same thing. Montana State maybe outright. Definitely plus the points. Kent State as well. Maybe Arizona State as well against TCU. I love those 11 seats that have to play their way in.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. It's a big upcoming weekend. Brackets are flying. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a ton of fun.
I have to create.
Providence line is moved. Providence line is
dead.
moved from 3.5 to 4.5. I don't know why everyone's all over Drake. I can only think that people see these teams from previous years and they feel these are the spots.
No, for me,
I agree.
I originally liked Miami. First thought, like when I first saw the bracket during the show, I thought, okay, Miami's going to roll. I was expecting that line to open up like 5.5, 6 or something like that, and open up at 2.5, and I was like, some funny business going down.
Let's see, what other games can we shoot out here on the radar? Auburn, Iowa.
I took Iowa. I'm very iffy on that one. I'm iffy on that one.
The under's getting walloped from 154.5 to 152 with 78% of the money on the under. There's Oral Roberts. Oral Bob opened at 7.5. It's down to 6.5. It's got 59% of the bets and 82% of the money. Woo! I guess that's too many points for Duke is what they're thinking. Fucking
Duke by double digits. Blowout.
Colgate. Line movement alert. Colgate opened at 15. It's at 13.5. 44% of the bets and 60% of the money on Colgate. Live road dog. Moneyline went from
Go ahead.
Moneyline went from 1,062 to plus 700. 95% of the money is on the money line for Colgate.
I don't mind.
Well, also on the money line numbers, keep this in mind. What respectable sports bettor lays minus what? 1,500?
Well, if you can use the word respectable, I know a couple.
I'm all about Colgate winning the bet. I'm not about Colgate winning outright. That's what I'm saying.
I think
I'll
that's
tell you what,
the 15.
if that happens, that'll fuck one of my big money brackets.
Well, I like Colgate.
Northwestern opened at plus 1.5. It's now minus 1.5. So went through 0, complete swing. 55% of the bets, 41% of the money on Northwestern.
And yet it's flipped. Northwestern's going to win that game by margin.
I look at Houston, North Kentucky. It doesn't even matter. I saw some trends where the teams from the North Kentucky Conference are like 0-80.
I think Houston wins that game by 40 points.
Yeah, that's one. I think
that's probably one of those 76-40 type of games.
Louisiana, Tennessee. Here you go. Plus 10 at open end. It's at plus 12 now. 65% of the bets, 62% of the money on the Cajuns. Those are situations though where you feel like it's just the numbers, right? Like you're not gonna. I wouldn't lay 12 points with Tennessee. I'd stay right away from that fucking game. Matter of fact, at 9:40 p.m. sounds like there's anything else I should be looking at the Houston first half under. Skipping that game altogether. Then we got Penn State.
What's the team total under for Northern Kentucky? I don't know if Northern Kentucky gets 50 tomorrow.
That's a good call.
What is their team total?
51.5.
I think they score 45 max. I think that's a 73-45 game.
First half's 56.5.
All right, y'all. Well, I hate to be the first one.
No, we should wrap this up. So go ahead. You'll be the first one. Go ahead. Go for it. What do you got?
Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate you having me on. Didn't give it a lot of stuff out to the chat. Like I said, I'm pretty much cooling down. But tomorrow, guys, stay tuned. Make sure you're following my Twitter handle, JimmyJago21, Dave's, Mike's, Earl's, all our Twitter handles. It's going to be pretty much like a sports equinox. We have NCAA, basketball, and NHL. So take advantage. 11 games in NHL, 5 games in basketball, and 16 games in college basketball. There should be no reason for the average capper for you to not be able to try to put together at least a 3-teamer. You know, there's so many opportunities out there. So besides that, have a good day. Good luck on your bets, and appreciate you having me.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Have a good night.
All right, Mike, you're up. What do you got?
I got nothing. I'm fucking tired. It's been a long day. Looking forward to the tournament tomorrow. I'm going to go tune up 2 more brackets, and then I'm going to shut it down and get ready for Christmas, because tomorrow morning is Christmas. And get the coffee flying, get your capping going, and we should definitely check in throughout the day. Maybe have a couple of live-minute updates if we see some dogs hit this thing, if we see Colgate pull a win out. There's a lot of opportunity for us to get in there and go live. But I'm looking forward to it, guys. It should be fun, and looking forward to doing this again with you guys here in the near future.
Cool. Nick, you're up.
Yeah, definitely going to be an awesome slate tomorrow. Hopefully we start off the round of 64 off good. Don't know if I'm going to make any futures bets for March Madness here. I'm probably just going to ride certain teams or whatever, but who knows? But yeah, I'm typing up my post right now for all my college plays for tomorrow. So follow me on Twitter for that, and that's about it.
Cool. And I'm Dave. Picks from Dave, Twitter, YouTube. Check us out. We might do a live tomorrow. I don't know. It's just going to be impromptu, but there's a lot of shit going on. Check out our Twitters, because we're going to be giving out our plays, and I will shortly be posting mine. So thanks, guys, for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Great cast, and we'll see you soon.